had a sideline camera for you to use tonight. Yeah. However,
it's mounted up there.
The football team has commandeered it and put it on top of their post out there. I gotta get my camera back, Eddie.
They stole your camera?
Well, I don't know how it wound up.
Oh, it's on the end zone camera?
It's just like these. These are $4,000. Y'all need a $100, $300
Yeah, he's got
camera.
one.
Yeah, they all died.
The old one died.
Yeah.
So I got a bunch of cameras in my room. But
well, I know they.
I think we ordered one yesterday.
I know they killed one at the Gilmer game.
That's the only one I have that has this SDI coax output.
Yeah.
So I had it set up. We're going to be right there on the sidelines, and Will's going to run it. And when James went to get it, it's like,
It's already confiscated.
I know they killed one at the Gilmer game.
Maybe the next week.
It got too wet and just straight up died.
It's one thing to kill a $250 camera.
Yeah.
But a $4,000 camera. So if it was even remotely raining or not, I'd go down there and take the camera.
Yeah.
And they are outstanding. They're better than Kevin Painter. Yeah. He does the trade. We're doing better than bull eggs and turkey bacon. My dad's electrician, so they do church. Dad was telling me what to do. Dad's good for him. So we got to see that get out and do stuff.
All right, Eddie, what you got for us? You got any
It's Friday night in Blue-ray.
Okay. You guys want to go and do a sound check real fast? We'll go ahead and get things started. Okay. Okay. We're unmuted on cam. We're unmuted on there, so you're good. We're good to start. Just go ahead and say something.
Check, check.
Check.
You got me.
Check, check.
Talk to me, Andy. You there?
Oh, still muted.
Hear anything? Yep.
Cleared.
Check.
This is Bubba. I hear you guys well. I'm good.
Okay. You guys need your mics.
Can you hear me?
I can't hear you. If you push it way up here, it'll work better.
Yeah.
I can hear y'all really well. So
Yeah.
Good deal.
Got our low pass filters on. Okay. Hold on.
They're good. They're good.
Okay.
They're good.
Are we cleared to go live, Gibbs?
yes, we're already.
Oh, we already live?
He's
Did I hit go live?
That's all.
Take your headset off, James. Go look.
There's just one kid who's not even
Yeah. All right, we're live, guys.
And we are live from Fannin Rebel High School with Fannin Rebel TV.
Hey, thanks guys for tuning in. It's Eddie O'Neill with Andy Art. Bubba Gibbs filling in for Kevin Painter. He's had a little
Indisposed right now.
He's indisposed. Hope he gets feeling better. So we are sure he's listening in, and he will be texting and making lots of corrections to us, I'm sure. So, all right, guys, big game tonight. It's a beautiful night, a little cooler than normal. What we got, Andy? 2 top 10 teams matching up tonight.
We do. It depends on which poll you look at. There's several different polls, but the one poll that counts toward the playoffs has us ranked 9th and Rabun County ranked 10th. Now, Rabun, I don't know. Rabun's been to the 3rd round of the playoffs for 10 straight years, fellas.
10 straight years.
10 straight years.
So the 3rd round would get them into the Elite 8.
Yeah, if you look at the GHSA rankings, they have us like just outside of the top 10, and they have Rabun ranked number 4. So who knows about rankings? It doesn't matter. We do know Rabun County had a big win last week against a team we scrimmaged earlier in White County. They looked really good. They bring a great quarterback in here in Tyler Truelove, college recruit, obviously 3-star ranking, I think. Got injured a little bit last week, Andy. The big deal is, does he play? Can he still run? Can he really throw? So I think Coach Cheatham has devised a couple of game plans for a backup who runs more than he throws, Bubba. So, I mean, what do you do when you just don't know?
Well, you just don't know what's going to happen. You got a quarterback that if he's a little bit limp
he may be handing off more than he would have just because he can't scramble in the pocket like he would. So I think they probably need to be prepared tonight for a little bit more run than they would have against Rabun normally.
I expect him to play. Now, I don't know how much he'll throw the football. I do know, watching film from last year and watching film this year in the first couple ball games, he can spin it.
Yeah, he can spin it. He can run it too. He's
Yeah,
got a good set of legs.
quick.
He's listed at Max Preps as like 6'2", 200 pounds. But what does Fannin do? We're healthy, as far as I know. Sullivan and Callahan have been the bell cows for this team. So what do you think, guys? We run the football, control the clock, try to keep the ball away from that high-powered offense, or we just go get it wide open?
I think you just have to do what you do. And we're not really we're going to run it slow and do that kind of offense. We've got weapons. Braxton Cheatham on the outside. I mean, there's few people in high school that can outrun him down the field. Our line is veteran and good. So I think you can pass protect, and if pass protection is breaking down, Sullivan can run.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I don't think that you need to do anything different. It'd be interesting to watch a shootout with both teams going wide open. It'd be a lot of fun for us up here.
It very well, Andy, could turn into just one of those a shootout, you know.
It could, and you never, like I said, you never know about kids. We're talking about 14, 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old kids. You never know what's happened at school, what they did.
That's true.
What they had for lunch. But, I expect us, we're pretty balanced. We run the ball, we throw the ball, quarterback runs, running back. You're not going to get a better running back than Carson Callahan.
No, just a tough,
and he's been, if he got through the line, he's been hard to get on the ground after that. We've watched him run 60 yards multiple times already this season in the scrimmage games.
He's not the biggest back in the world, but he's so strong in the weight room. He's tough to bring down. This one may come down, guys, to just turnovers.
I was going to bring up turnovers. I completely agree.
Who can possess the ball, not turn it over, and drive the field methodically?
And Fannin's had a little bit of trouble keeping the ball in their possession on some things. They've turned over a little bit, and not always turned it over, but the ball went on the ground, and we got it back a few times. So
I agree.
Taking care of the football is going to be paramount today.
Yeah.
They, watching their game against White County, big plays. They're all about the big play. And, maybe we can make them drive the football. I don't know. But they're well coached like our football team. And, they do a good job of dialing up some plays. They're going to have some guys from time to time wide open.
Well, Mike Davis, the head coach at Rabun, comes over as an old coordinator from Calhoun. So the guy can dial it up, obviously, and he's used to having some weapons. And he's got some, but like Bubba said, so do we. We've got some guys that you give them a crease and they can take it 80 in a heartbeat.
Yeah, and run with anybody in the league.
Absolutely.
We're not a slow team, and that you can't coach speed.
No,
if you can run, you can run.
I think this thing is one up front who can block the best for 4 quarters. And who can play at the defensive line for 4 quarters, because both teams have weapons. Number 15, their wide receiver, is a really nice-looking wide receiver. Their little tailback, he's not a big kid. He's listed in Max Preps at like 5'6", 165, and he's tough as nails.
That's small.
It's hard to find those guys when they come out.
If the line's really big, you can't see him.
Yeah, it's hard to see them. So both teams present a problem for the defense. So these guys, if you watch the White County film, and the Nix kid that's the quarterback for White County, he's an outstanding quarterback. We saw that when he was here. These guys play quarter coverage. They try to keep everything in front, and they come downhill and just try to light you up. That's the way these guys play defense. Now, against this running attack, I don't know, Andy, what the game plan is on our defense, but like you said, these guys are a big play offense. If you give it to them deep, they're going to take shots, obviously.
And a lot of it's going to come down to defensive scheme.
Yes.
Like you said last week, White County, actually Rabun County, when White County's on offense, they played 2 deep safeties. They try to keep everything in front of them, and they may do that to us, make us drive the football, not give up the deep pass. And we may have to do the same thing.
Yeah, that's their dilemma. Do they load the box and take a chance of Sullivan hitting a Brax Cheatham, as Bubba said, or Weaver, one of these, Tucker Dockery, one of these guys?
And that's what Gilmer
top.
did last week.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
what they tried to do.
And like Bubba said earlier, Carson's had a lot of long runs this year in the first 2 scrimmage games, and it was pick your poison last week, and I think they decided they were going to stop Carson Callahan.
And they did. I watched that on TV, and it was clear that there was a lot of beef at the line, and they were willing to sacrifice the edge. Yes. And just from the eye test with Rabun County out on the field a minute ago, they're pretty beefy. Those guys are pretty big. I wish we had a roster up here that had height and weight.
Yeah,
that'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
To know those kind of stats. But those kids look big.
I do know they have one tackle that's a big kid. He looks to be 6'4", 6'5". Looks like he's 285, 295.
Yeah, I think Max Preps, if it's accurate, has him listed at 285, and I saw him on the field without pads during their walkthrough, and he's every bit of 285.
Wow,
that's big. He's a good-looking kid. So
I never did hear any stats from last week. How many yards did we have? We had to have a lot of yards rushing.
Yeah.
I know and a lot like we're talking about tonight, turnovers. It started out good for us. We kicked off. Gilmer fumbled the kickoff. We scored 2 or 3 plays later and was able to take an advantage, get a 7-0 lead.
Yeah. The fumble early on was a big deal. I mean, that's the coach's worst fear, is that you can have everything lined up and ready to go and do something really well. All of a sudden the ball's on the ground and it's in your territory, and oops, we got real trouble. So if we can take care of the ball, it'll go a long way tonight.
I think that's key.
Watching speaking of last week, there was a bizarre exchange when Gilmer was going to punt, and they went for a fake and got it, but they called a legal lineman downfield. Now, when I went back and watched the film, there wasn't a lineman downfield, but I don't know if one of the receivers had an end covered and went out, and that may have been the case.
Yeah, it could have been covered up, made him illegal.
So they backed him up, made him kick it again, and he dropped the football, picked it up, ran a little bit, and turned and kicked it straight to Bourne, who took the ball down to the 5, and they called running into the kicker. Well, in the replay, nobody touched him.
Yeah, I was actually watching at home on YouTube TV, so I could scrub it backwards and pause it.
Or you agree with me?
So when I watched it, there wasn't anyone within 5 feet of him when he kicked it.
Yeah, I didn't figure that one out.
I mean, and once he's running with the ball, he's a running back at that point. If they destroyed him with the ball at that point, it's perfectly legal because he's a running back. If he's not in the kicking motion, and he did make a little kicking motion at the very end, but still, no one was even close. I was really surprised. I talked to Coach Cheatham earlier this week about that specific play, and of course he had the video on his phone, and he did hear from the referee with sorry, Coach.
I
might not have got that right.
They're going to make mistakes,
sure.
and that's
of course.
I'm not throwing off on them.
It's one thing,
just bizarre.
It's one thing for me to be able to pause it and back up frame by frame on YouTube and watch and go, oh, that was a bad call. But when that's live, it's a whole different story out there. So it's a lot harder, I think, than most people think.
Those are the tough calls when you talk to referees and umpires. When the unexpected happens, that's when it all gets haywire.
Right.
And kudos to those guys for being willing to come. Obviously, we couldn't play the game without
and referees are a real problem in high school sports right now.
Absolutely.
And where we are in North Georgia, a lot of referees come out of the north of the Atlanta area. Yeah. And there were times I would be out here as the head soccer coach. We would have one referee in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
And he's trying to call offsides on both ends. And it's just not possible. But if we didn't play the game with one referee, we didn't get to play at all. So just getting these guys out here is a real challenge.
You young guys that want to make some money and have some fun, come out and reach out to these guys.
I agree with you. I think it would be a good career path for somebody, I think you could advance pretty good.
Oh, absolutely.
We have 2 kids right now from Fannin that I know of. There's probably more pursuing umpiring or refereeing careers. Actually trying the best to get in. So Caleb Martin is umpiring in the minors right now, right? I don't know what level in the minors he is.
He's went to the minors quickly, you know.
And he's a great kid. I coached him in basketball.
He'll do a good job.
I mean, he's an outstanding kid, and I so hope to see him behind the plate at a Braves game one day. You know, I'd love to see that. And the other student I ran into last week, I think, was Landon Norton. And Landon is actually starting to call high school varsity basketball now, so he's following the footsteps. It's a family tradition, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a good career path for these guys.
Yeah, and the Nortons helped us out this week. They did a good job. They were there 7th and 8th grade game, and we had 7th, 8th grade game Wednesday. They've moved them from Thursday to Wednesday, so if y'all want to catch a Fannin middle school game, you're going to have to get it on a Wednesday. Yeah. And
so did they do that so they can play on this field instead of playing at the middle school because of conflict?
That's a referee shortage deal.
Okay.
So they can do middle school on Wednesday and JV on Thursday.
Gotcha.
Last year they played on Tuesday nights for middle school, and you can imagine trying to practice and prep when you play on a Tuesday, right? It makes it tough.
Right.
So they did move it up one day, but that's a referee shortage issue there too.
Well, here comes the band.
But I'm looking up. I stopped by Circle J and got the quick bite before I got here, and looks like a good crowd. It was the restaurant was full of Rabun County parents, so hopefully they bring a good crowd on in here tonight. I'm sure they're excited about their team as we are.
I stopped in at Jolly Roger and had a delicious seafood meal tonight.
Oh, boy.
I enjoy that. I was able to walk up the hill.
But I'm looking forward to this matchup. These are the games kids want to play in, fans want to watch. You know, 2 really good football teams with 2 really good coaching staffs going at it. This should be fun tonight. The Rebel crowd is slowly filling up, a good-sized crowd already, and there's people lined up down the road to get in here.
Yeah, I'm expecting a good football game. I think if it, you know, I've asked several coaches, and it's interesting the responses you get is, well, it may get out of hand one way or another in the first half. It may be the last play of the ball game. There wasn't. So basically nobody knows. That's why you got a good ball game. And, it's probably been a while since we've had a top 10 team come in here and play.
It's been a long time. Well, go back to the playoffs when Fitzgerald came up here, some of those when it's over the last 2 or 3 years.
Team at that point too.
Yeah, we've hosted some good teams. It's been all the year we had Pace Academy here, and then Heard County rolled in here with their Florida linebacker. All those guys. It's kind of you play who you play, right, guys? It is what it is. But kudos to Coach Cheatham for scheduling these guys. These 2 teams used to play all the time in years past.
When I was in high school, my last high school game ever was on the field at Rabun County, and it was pouring the rain and a little bit cold, and I'll never forget walking off the field the last time at Rabun County. But we played every year. I mean, that was just something you did. And we're only an hour and 15 minutes apart, so it makes sense. Yeah. And now that we're both in the same classification.
Other than you got to cross that mountain.
Well, yeah, the mountain's one thing.
That mountain's tough. By the time you get over there and start playing, that's like years ago when you go to Dade or whatever, you drive down that river road. I was ready to lay down by the time we got down there to play.
Yeah, but, Dade's quite a trip. Dade came here yesterday and played softball against us, and we lost our first softball game last night. 3-1, I think, was the score.
They're perennial power in softball.
And well, our girls softball team is doing outstanding this year.
What are they?
They were
6-1.
I think they're 7-1 right now.
It's awesome. Shout out to Coach Helton and the softball team.
Is this Coach Helton's 2nd or 3rd year?
I think her 3rd.
I believe this is her 3rd.
Yeah, I know I've seen her out there. They have a tournament every year to raise money out at the rec center, and they do a good job with that. So,
So she got married. Is Helton her?
Helton is
I
just
guess
what she
it's
goes
Coach-
by, just for
Yeah, Coach Simonton, I said.
Simonton, is that it?
Simonton.
I knew there was a new name, but I
Yeah.
wasn't sure what it was.
Wes Simonton, who
Congratulations to
coached here a couple
Morgan
years ago.
Pittman.
Coach
or did Wes change his name to help?
Well, she could probably.
I don't know.
She could probably take him. I'm not. No kidding.
Our volleyball team is having an outstanding year too.
Hey, volleyball.
They are really having a banner year
That's
for
awesome.
volleyball.
We're going to turn it over to the band for a minute here for the national anthem.
As we honor our great nation with the playing of our national anthem by the Fannin County High School Band. The national anthem is conducted this evening by drum major Valerie Cash.
great performance as always.
Coach Gibbs, you want to hit up our sponsors for us really quick?
Yeah, I'll do that. We're really lucky here on Fannin Rebel TV and Rebel Radio. We've had a lot of people that have been supporting us for quite some time, and the funding we get from that advertising, it pays. James Burrell over here, he just got everything up and ready without any adult assistance today. He came over and done that. He gets paid. He traveled down to Gilmer County last week and filmed everything for the coaches. And if we go on the road, he did all of basketball season last year. And he's able to make a little money, which is good for him. And everybody out there watching, it gives you an opportunity to see stuff that in the past you just wouldn't have gotten to see if you didn't go to the game yourself.
Absolutely.
So I do want to thank our premier sponsors, Kevin Painter, and we wish him the best as he's healing up. Kevin Painter Insurance, Piedmont Bank, and Old Toccoa Farm. Their logos are at the bottom of the screen down there. And then our other sponsors are Mercier Orchards, Zoo Groovy, Tri-State EMC, Brotherhood Oil, the Empty Stocking Program, Kiwanis Blue Ridge, Remax Town and Country's Steve Tucker, ETC Security, Blue Ridge Medical Center, United Community Bank, Fannin County Development Authority, the Trailer Drive-In, the Fannin County Chamber of Commerce, and Rob Kaser with Keller Williams Realty. If you would like to sponsor, you can reach out to Bubba Gibbs at the high school, 706-632-2081, and I'll be happy to put you on the radio and talk about you at games like this. And in addition to all of our radio sponsors, as you look around the field, the football team has a tremendous number of sponsors, and if we started calling out everybody in the community that had done something to support the football team, we might be here all night, because it is an outstanding list of companies that really put money not just into football, but into everything that we do here at Fannin County High School.
Yeah, this community does an amazing job of supporting all the athletic functions and extracurriculars that go on at Fannin County High School.
And I'm going to do a plug for Splost. So
Absolutely.
Splost is the 1% sales tax that everybody puts into money that goes to the school, and that a tremendous amount of that money is by tourists. That number is about $1 million a month that's coming into the school coffers, and if you look across the field over there, there's a big orange track hoe. They unloaded that yesterday, and that is to start the $31 million construction project for the new baseball field, softball field, tennis courts, the
Indoor
dedicated wrestling facility, and the 7,500 square foot weight room. And now, if you've not been in Fannin County's weight room, it has been too small for decades. It is really, really a small weight room, and this one is going to be 3 times larger than what it is, and that is really a badly needed resource. But in addition to that, for all you football fans out there, on October 7th, the 40-foot jumbo screen is being delivered to the high school.
It's on its way.
So it is in the works. I met yesterday with the install crew and the supplier of the screen. It's going to be 40 feet wide and 20 feet tall, all digital. So it's not got a separate scoreboard on it. Everything's going to be digital. And we are in the process right now of recruiting students to build content and operate that. And there's a bunch of kids starting to get excited about that opportunity for them to, I mean, you can build some real skill learning to do this, because what we have is not going to be any different than if you went to UGA or another dominant football school like Georgia Tech and you see all these big screens.
Painter just rolled over in the bed.
Well, I tell you this, also looking at the scoreboard tonight and looking at the goalpost, looking around here, Mr. Danner and his crews came out here and taken care of some things and painted some things.
Painted the goalposts. They look much better.
Looks good out here tonight. Everything's nice and clean, and we've got new uniforms this year. The school has purchased from BSN some new uniforms this year. We've got new helmets this year. You may have seen them at Gilmer County.
The logo on the helmet looks really good. I think Jacob Reese had something to do with the logo design on the side of the helmet.
Him and the kids designed the helmet
There's a lot of decals on there. I promise I helped those guys put them on last week, and it's shout out to all those guys. They
That's
look
a lot
great,
of work.
but it takes some work, bro.
Did you have to clean the old ones off?
My hands were sore when we got
My
done.
goodness.
But they look great.
My goodness.
And Bubba talked about SPLOST. I mean, it helps everything, not just the school system, your county, the new pool we built, all building.
Yeah, there's two SPLOST. There's a 1% that goes to the school and a 1% that goes to the county.
We're in the middle of building a new walking path at the old Blue Ridge City Park now. So all of those improvements come through SPLOST.
So we got our captains coming out tonight. Captains are Lawson Sullivan tonight, number 2. Carson Callahan, number 25. Elijah Weaver, number 11. And who we got?
62.
Case
Holloway, number 62.
Kevin Painter just sent a text with a picture of his big ugly mug. He said he's at Kennestone in Suite 706, listening to Rebel TV and resting comfortably. So
he said, don't forget that Mason Tractor is first quarter sponsor.
they are the first quarter sponsor. Thank you, Mason Tractor. 3.5 minutes from kicking this thing off. I'm looking forward to this one, guys. This should be.
It's going to be exciting.
It's going to be exciting.
So as soon as they turn sideways over here and face us, we can tell you who the captains are for Rabun County.
I've got a Pete down at Gilmer County, and the Union Gilmer gang's supposed to keep us updated.
Gotcha.
I called him earlier and said
We
keep
got
us a score update.
Number 25.
So number 25, Tucker Buchanan.
Number 3.
Number 3 is Walker James. Number 52 is Taquavian Hargrove. And that looks like number 10.
Yes,
number
number 10.
is Clayton Blaylock. Sometimes hard to tell the difference in a 10 and an 18.
Yeah, it is. That's why you like those big boys. You can see the numbers.
Yeah,
They feel
and like Carson Sullivan there with his shirt rolled up, all you can see is the top part of the 2. That could be a 3.
That could be. You should have to announce kindergarten, first grade football and look at those numbers.
Oh, they're not 6 or 8 inches tall.
Yeah.
So I do want to mention Fannin County is now on their 3rd band director in the history of Fannin County schools. So Eldon Moats piloted the band while all of us were in school. It was Eldon for decades. And then
Eldon and Wanda.
Eldon and Wanda, that's right. Eldon and Wanda, they were in charge of the band, and they did an outstanding job. And then Scott Barnstead was in charge for the last 19 years, I think. I've been here, this is my 18th year, and he was here when I got here, so at least 19, maybe it was 20 for him. And he has gone down to West Fannin Elementary School to move into the ranks of administration as an assistant principal. And now we have Grant Davis coming to us. So Grant has brought his band out in uniform for the first time, and it's going to be exciting to start a new era in Fannin County Band. We welcome Grant to Rebel Country here.
He's got to stay at least 20 and hold the tradition, right?
He's got to be here 20.
He's got to be here 20.
He's a young man. He's got plenty of years in him.
Awesome. By the way, Rabun won the toss.
And I didn't see who elected. If Rabun won the toss, and I didn't see who elected. Did they elect to receive, or are they kicking?
I do not know.
We all missed it.
We are all turned away.
Oh, there goes their team.
Looks like both teams have about an equal amount of players, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I think it's similar.
Yeah.
And Rabun brought a good crowd. I guess what you saw in town with people in restaurants wearing red.
Yeah, nice crowd.
I mean, that's a good crowd to come over here.
That's a good
And it's a beautiful evening. We might need a jacket by the end of the evening.
I'm good with that. Here comes Coach Cheatham and the Rebels. Out of the brand new tunnel.
I was going to say, didn't you guys get a brand new tunnel?
Brand new tunnel. Looks
That's
great.
nice down there.
Yeah. Some new unis wearing the blue and gray tonight. Wore the all whites last week at Gilmer, which looked really, really good. I love.
So how many
the
combinations do they have? They
We've got all blacks. We got gray pants. We got white pants. We got black pants. We
got blue
black
pants?
jerseys.
Got blue pants.
Got blue pants.
So there's 4 pants,
4 pants and 3 shirts.
3 jerseys. So you got black, blue, and white.
Yep.
No gray jerseys?
Not yet.
Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet.
Coach Reese designed them, but we got a budget somewhere in there. Coach Reese is still a young guy, and he likes, as the kids say, he likes to be drippy. Yeah. Drippy.
Drippy?
Drippy.
I've not heard this.
Drip.
I don't know this.
Yeah, I just
I'm
found
too
it
old
out
for this.
the
How
other
did you
day.
know this?
One of the young ones told me. He was talking about drip, and I'm like, what's drip? And he's like, it's a cool attire. And I'm like, all right, drippy. That could be outdated by now. That's been a couple
Luke
weeks
Holloway didn't teach you about drippy.
Drippy. We got something going.
We remember number 52.
So we're going to have a moment of silence for number 52, John Holsenbach, whose brother Luke is on the team.
Thank you.
So the team's really putting a lot of dedication into it's hashtag 52 reasons. John Holzenbach wore number 52. He was tragically killed in a car accident, and his twin brothers on the team, and they're dedicating a lot of this season to John.
Number 10, Luke Holzenbach, his brother's still here, and John was a great football player and an even better kid.
Well, I taught both kids, and just outstanding. The entire family is an outstanding family. Big Jim's Floors has been here serving the community, the construction industry for a long, long time.
Their dad, Mark's just a great
Mark's
guy.
an outstanding guy, and tragedy. We're not guaranteed tomorrow, and none of us ever expect a high school kid to be called out. But it's tragic, and the team's coping with that. The students at school are coping with that. But, for them, life won't ever be the same.
So Raven obviously deferred, which is interesting. So let's see what we got. Different kicker.
Little razzle-dazzle, but only kicked it to the 20.
Judah Wood's going to take it on the 20.
Gets lit up there by number.
Couldn't tell.
See his number.
Number 9.
Number 9.
You got number 9 there. That's Brock Brady. That was a big lick there by Brock Brady.
Brock Brady's listed as a freshman. Yeah.
Really? I was going to say I bet we call his name a bunch, but he scurried off the field. And the middle linebacker is number 5, Dane Tyler.
Yeah, they're 3D linemen. They play a lot of hat and hands. Number 88's their nose guard, and 54, those guys are really good. These 2 outside linebackers are really good football players. So the middle guys like to plug it up and let the outside guys run. Going empty. Little screen pass out to Callahan, gets across the 30, picks up,
Nice
looks
job.
like a first down.
Nice job.
Yeah, that was a first down.
He's going to get about first down, just swing it out to the tailback.
You're going to see a lot of that from the other team, too.
Well, and he's one quick move and a miss, and that's gone to the house because there's nobody deep at that point. Like they're all within 10 yards of the line of scrimmage when he catches that.
So Fannin is going toward our scoreboard for you guys that are used to being at the stadium. Callahan takes a carry. He's hit immediately, maybe a yard.
Had a guy,
Big nose tackle, big 54.
number 4, shot in the backfield.
54, Ryan Yearwood on the tackle.
Yearwood's impressive on film, along with 88. He wore 55 last week, but Ethan Hooper's a nose guard wearing 88 this week. Sullivan's going to take it, going to keep it, fumble it. Raven's going to get it.
He tried to pull that out, and that
He
was the
tried to
one thing
pull
we
it.
said in the pregame that as the one item you can't start out with.
Tucker Buchanan makes the fumble recovery. Sullivan trying to run zone read. Callahan wanted to keep it. Sullivan wanted to pull it, and the ball's on the ground. That's the tough part about zone read. It's like pitching option. It takes a lot of practice.
So now Ravens got the ball on our 37.
So they're walking out a
They're playing
different
their
quarterback.
backup.
They're playing
Yeah.
the backup, Reed Giles, typically a wide receiver.
So that makes it interesting. He's probably
basically-
practiced a good bit.
He's a
but
runner.
Oh.
He's going to take it over left guard and
Gain
get
of
about
3.
three.
It'll be 2nd and 7. So I wonder if that was a one-off with him in there, or is he going to be our main quarterback tonight?
True Love's obviously beat up.
What number was it again?
15.
So our defensive
Gotcha.
line to start is Case Holloway at right tackle, Jacob Dye at nose tackle, and Noah Burnett out here at the left tackle.
So Ravens on our 34, go trips right. Gonna zone ready, keep it. Quarterback's got some running room. He's got a first down. He's got more. Sullivan to beat. He
Dropped
goes
the ball
out,
out. Was out of bounds.
They're going to spot him at the 4-yard line. Big hole opened up there. That line just washed it all down.
I don't
and gave
think
him a hole.
anybody got a hand on him until 3 yards.
Yeah, I think Sullivan at safety's the only guy that touched him. Here comes Big 88 in, the nose tackle. Looks like maybe a 2-tight package here for Rabun. D-line's got their hands full here. These O-line for Rabun, they're good bunts, just like our O-line. So it's going to be a 4-quarter fight. 2 backs in the backfield,
You're
all
right.
set.
2 tight ends.
2 tights, big
Power football.
quarterback power. He's going to score. Rabun goes up quickly after the turnover. It's what we talked about, guys. We don't want to turn this thing over and give them possessions.
So now we got to shake that off. There are 3 plays and 37 yards and 3 plays, and you're in the end zone. So
You got to make it
all
a
right.
4-quarter game.
The jitters are over. Let's take the kick and go back to business.
Yeah.
We had a couple of those last week, and we were able to fall on them, but tonight we didn't.
No, had a good first play, and then
So number 18, Brian Avila,
extra point is good.
up and good.
10:05 remaining in the first quarter.
Navia is only a sophomore, not a big kid. Watching the White County game, I never saw him kick anything into the end zone. So we've got an opportunity for some return yardage here.
Yeah, we've talked about it several times on here, but the ability of a kicker to put the ball in the end zone and just have the ball brought out and there's no chance of a return,
It's big.
it's a big deal. It's a big deal at every level of the game.
And that's why the NFL's changed the rules.
Right, so you can't kick it in the end zone. You're penalized if you kick it in the end zone because they want to return. But I mean, the way they've taken everybody down on one end of the field to eliminate the 50-yard run collision to make it a little bit safer. So it's not terribly different from a line of
A guy
scrimmage the way
that
they're
can
doing
kick
it
it
now.
like the White County kid in the end zone every play, it's worth 7 points to me. I mean,
It is.
it's absolutely worth that. Going to pooch kick it to the same left hash. Judah's going to take it got a little bit of running room. Number 13 gets him good field position. We'll be at about the 35.
And a good 16-yard return on that.
Yeah, nice.
So
it's a good spot to start.
Kicking it short. I mean, this is really good field position to start out. So
he's trying to kick it high and maybe get a fair catch, but it's not high enough.
It's not quite there.
Yeah.
So out there on Rebel TV right now, we've got 185 households viewing.
Yeah, tune in.
I assume we're on radio tonight, aren't we?
So Callahan in a pistol set behind Sullivan. Sullivan's going to keep it, sprint out, got Judah Wood open.
Ooh.
He's going to get about 5 yards, maybe 6. These guys will give you stuff and try to keep it in front. So Fannin's got an opportunity to be patient and move the football. They're just banking you're going to make a mistake, a penalty, a turnover before you can score.
And it worked.
Yeah, it worked on the first possession.
So I think we're live on the Rebel Radio. Scott Barnstead is actually operating that from home and turning us in and turning us out, so I believe we are.
Stay in the same pistol set. Sullivan's looking to throw again. Got a guy over the middle. Ooh. Broken up there by 84.
That was close to being there a little bit early on.
Yeah,
That's Dockery, isn't it?
Yeah, Jake Payne breaks up the pass.
I think it was intended for Dockery.
Yeah, Tucker Dockery was intended receiver.
The only one you got.
So we stay in that pistol set. Trips left. Got 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Sullivan backs out, checks with Coach Woodall. Wade Woodall, the O coordinator, gets the call. He's going to give a little delay to Callahan. He's tripped up, but he's going to be a couple yards short.
He got 4 yards on that, so it's going to be
third and a couple.
4th and 1.
Fourth and one.
Fourth and one. Fourth and a half. So.
Yeah.
Very dangerous game.
4th and 1. Do we punt or do we go bring it in? Cooper Bourne, I'm imagining. Reese comes in, heavy package coming in. Looks like we're going to go.
Go for it.
Noah Burnett
so this is
in. So
this is strength on strength right here. We're going to put the 2 lines against each other.
Yeah.
I would almost think that Rabun would need to walk the defensive ends. I guess they're technically outside linebackers in this.
Yeah, they run this 3-4. Let's see if they tighten up these inside backers. And they do. They walk those guys
Yeah, they walked everybody in.
Sullivan's going to keep it, take off. He fumbles.
He's
going to mark him short.
He's going to be short.
And he fumbled, but that was when he hit the ground. So it looked like to me he came across the line with his shoulder.
I think the ball come out before there, maybe, is what they're going to say. Let's see where they spot it.
They're going to spot him short of the line.
They originally did.
Going to put the nose right to the line, or are they going to come out and measure?
They'll have to measure this one.
I think
very seldom do you ever see them put it on a tick mark. It looks like the yard marker is right on the line.
So
this is going to be inches here. He's going to be short, according. Depends on how Mr. Holloway clipped it there. He's been known to help us out.
Well, it's they mark them on the hash marks nowadays every time. So if it's on the line, we should.
He's short.
Short by a breath.
3 inches.
Short by a breath.
Yeah, for whatever reason, they spot everything on a hash mark. That time, the white hat did step in and make him spot it where he went down at.
Yeah.
Which, kudos to him. He should.
So that is essentially like 2 turnovers in a row to give it back to him inside the 50.
Yeah.
Not quite, and it was just inches away from a first down, so I get why they went for it. But now defense is in our own territory again.
Yeah. See what Rabun County does. They've got a little sniffer back in there lined up left, and then 1 offset right, bring him in motion. Going right side.
That's a different quarterback in there. That number one, Lake Evans, is a running back linebacker.
Lake Evans is their typical tailback when True Love's in the game.
I'll take a delayed game, though.
So we've now seen number 15 at quarterback, Reed Giles.
They're going to run Wildcat, and then they're going to stop and throw it.
I think we're going to see Wildcat until we stop it.
I think you will.
I mean, 37 yards in 3 plays is impressive. So if we don't stop it, 5 yards in a cloud of dust is okay.
When you watch Evans, he's quick and he's really shifty. and he catches the ball well. So if they're just going to run that, it takes his catching ability out. But with the ball in his hand deep in the backfield, that's scary too. Evans is going to stay at quarterback. They got 2 receivers right, 1 left. Same play. He's trying to get the right side, breaks a tackle, gets maybe a yard.
Yeah, that's great.
Nice play by Braden Taylor and Cooper Bourne.
That's big. Now they're in second really long. So
yeah, we don't want to get
too
sneaky up there with safeties barreling down. This guy's go over top with somebody.
I got to give a shout out to my friend Brent Hinkle. He is my equivalent in engineering technology over in Rabun County. He just texted me and said he's tuned in over there in Wildcat Country.
Evans with a ball's out. I think we may have fell on it initially.
Almost looked like the big guy down in the bottom who had a white jersey on.
Yeah,
it was.
Yeah.
Number 31 there.
31 comes out with it.
31 is Leo Marin making the recovery on that. So that
no ability to throw here at 3rd and 11.
Now we got 3rd and 11.
You can bunch it up here and come get them. 15 going back in at quarterback.
77 coming off the field. Jacob Green. That's a big lad coming off the field for Fannin.
We do a good job rotating defensive line. We'll rotate those kids all night.
Case Holloway at the nose.
So I think now they've gone back with number 15 at quarterback, Reed Giles. And he hands to number 1. So nice play. Number 14, Cooper Bourne, makes the stop. Half a yard at most on that gain. So it's going to be 4th and 11. And we're going to see the punt team come out here. Number 7 is going to come into punt.
That's a big
Christian
stop for
Avila
us. These guys are definitely a totally different team without number 2 quarterbacking them.
I mean, so they've not put the ball in the air yet.
No, when he come in at the end of the game.
And they'll throw bootleg for the Knights out.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to throw.
Be a lot like Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
Wobbly kick at about.
Let it bounce at the 15.
Going to let it go. It's going to roll out about the 15.
15.
Fellas, field position's not been our friend, has it?
No, we need to flip the field here. That's for sure. We need to get on the other side of the field.
Yeah, if nothing else, we need a good drive to flip the field.
So this, let's talk about our offensive line. Right tackle, Baylor Twiggs. Right guard, Jacob Dye. I think Case, is he still centering?
He's still centering it up.
I think Case has moved to center, number 62. Jacob Green is playing left guard. Isaac Watkins is our left tackle.
Green's our right guard, and Dye's our left guard.
What prompted the move of Case?
I think he's got
center?
a thumb issue right now. Jacob does. Hopefully he heals.
Gotcha.
He'll heal up pretty quick when we can get him back. Sullivan's going to keep it, goes over right tackle, picks up about 5, maybe 6. Little zone read look.
6. 2nd, 4.
So our receivers, we play a lot of receivers. Number 1, Tucker Dockery. Elijah Weaver, number 11. We also run in Braden Taylor, starts at receiver also, number 4.
Lawson Sullivan looking to throw, got a guy deep over the middle.
Perfect. Oh, there's a flag though.
Tucker Dockery.
That's defensive penalty.
That was for sure defensive pass interference.
He was definitely there.
So that doesn't get tacked on. We just take the ball where he caught it.
That'll flip the field.
For sure. We're finally over on the good side of the 50 for the first time tonight. He had all day to throw. The line protection there was outstanding because he literally had as much time as he wanted to throw the football.
Those guys are playing that 3-4, only rushing 3 right there. Line does a great job protecting him.
They started last week. They started bringing some ends. They started bringing pressure on these outside linebackers, number 4, number 6.
Yeah, number 4, Noah English, is a fine outside linebacker. He can run, cover.
Eddie, are they still in your Mountain League
They are not. No, they are not in there with us. They play basketball with us, that's it. Running back's going to take it, go over left guard, maybe
It is
two.
Tough going between the
1
tackles
yard, I
tonight.
think.
Tough going between
Callahan
the
gets a
tackles.
couple.
He wandered over for 2, the referee did.
So who is in Rabun's region?
Oh, they've got a pretty good region.
A lot of Athens,
is
Clark
Union in
County
the
kind of schools.
I'll have to look that up here
I
in
don't.
a little while.
Union is double A.
Union is double A.
Yeah, Union
so-
Union is just slightly larger than Fannin, and Union's in double A. So
Commerce is in that region, I know.
had a little bit of a flinch. there
Sullivan's
on the
got a
right
guy
side.
open. Oh, looking for Taylor. Little high. Had him wide open, though.
Third down and 8. For you guys listening on the radio, there's 5 minutes 23 seconds left here in the first quarter. It's 7-0 in favor of Rabun County. The Rebels are driving toward our scoreboard. 3rd and 8.
Not a great first quarter at all.
Well,
James, we need you to be
more.
more optimistic, James. 7-0 is not too bad.
Yeah.
Not too bad. And we got 5
Little
minutes left.
screen to Taylor. Got some running room.
And he is
Got it.
right. Oh, I think he
This
marked
guy's
him
got him
short.
marked.
I
This
think
guy's
he's a little
got him
short for
first
where he
down.
was.
Yard short.
Turn around here and look.
Yeah, I think he might have been a little further forward than that. So it's going to bring up another 4th and short. So if we went for it on our own 40, we're definitely going to go for it here inside the 40.
Rabun's division is Athens Academy, Banks, Barrow, Commerce, Elbert, Oglethorpe, and Providence Christian.
We're going to take a timeout. Or somebody's taking a timeout, or they have a heat timeout.
No, Fannin signaling.
Timeout, Fannin.
Jacob Dye was out there signaling timeout.
Yeah, I would think we're on the 39. We would go for it here,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
It's got to dial up the right
What's our
way.
kick- what's our kicker's
on our own
range?
45, we're going up for it here.
I'd say he's good from 35 in, I'm guessing.
So if we get to the 25, he's good.
I think he's good from there.
Or if we get to the 15, he's good.
You know, on that play, this official up here marked it another yard further, and the middle guy had another yard further, but the far line judge, he's got a little short, so we're going to have to get.
Yeah, it's 4th and more than 1.
We'll have to get Ezel and Tracy Holloway, Pat Holloway, Brandon. Is Brandon out doing the change? And Bill Prather. We're going to have to get them in the referee's ear over there. Big 4th down, fellas. Got to make this
How long have those guys been doing chains?
forever.
Gilmer's up
Tracy's-
7-0 on Union in the first quarter.
Tracy's retired now. What's he doing with all that free time? I guess he's coming out running the
He
chain
works
for.
with Jeffrey.
Oh, he does.
He works
When he
with
wants to. He's going to go straight ahead with the quarterback. Depends on the spot here. Left foot, right foot
Jeffrey.
deal.
This guy over here has got us easy.
Yeah, this
That guy
side
over there has got us short.
First down.
and he's motioning first down.
Rabun coach don't like it, but he can't do nothing about it.
Boy, it's hard to tell in a scrum like that
I'm
where
with
the
you.
ball really was.
I
And
do
we're
know
up,
we
we're up
don't-
here pretty high looking down on it. So,
Yeah.
you know, we can't see anything down there.
There's not a lot between the tackles here tonight with these guys.
We do know
So
we don't
far.
want the other guy marking the ball.
Exactly.
In our opinion, he's been a
Sullivan's
little
gonna
bit
give
short.
to Callahan going to bounce it outside.
perfect.
Got some
Got
running
this
room.
good
Block, doctor.
84 gets him.
He's still on his
Stays
feet.
on
He's still on his feet.
He might score. Oh,
He's still on his feet.
Oh, and he pulled him down way out of bounds there. Way out of bounds.
Callahan's going to take it all the way down to about the 3-yard line.
I tell you, that little bit there at the end was
Fannon's
a little
trying to
bit
go.
much.
Fannon's going fast.
Outstanding
We
run.
are.
Callahan behind Sullivan. Going to give to Callahan. Bounce off
Bounces
tackle.
and he does-
Walks in the end
walks
zone
in.
for a score. Need a point to tie this baby up.
All right, James, that's why you don't say anything about having a bad first quarter. So we get an extra point. It's tied, and it's an outstanding first quarter. The
Yes.
number 10 team in the state playing the number 9 team in the state. And great game right now. Great game.
We expected a good one, and we got it.
Callahan, strong runner, fellas.
Yes, he is.
Got it.
Ponton's kick is good.
It-
We tied up. 7-7.
4:24 left in the quarter, and we're tied up 7-7.
First score in the 4 minutes and 24 seconds remaining in the first. And 7.
Oh, they finally brought the cannon out.
Got the cannon going. How about that?
All right, Eddie, that's good.
Great drive. Great
James,
drive.
you want to read down the sponsors here?
Gotcha. We want to thank Marcier's Orchard, Zoo Groovy, Tri-State EMC, Brotherhood Oil, Empty Stocking Program, Kiwanis of Blue Ridge, Remax Town and Country, Steve Tucker Edition, ETC Security, Kevin Painter Insurance, Blue Ridge Medical Center, Piedmont Bank, United Community Bank, Fannin County Development Authority, the Trailer Drive-In, Fannin County Chamber of Commerce, Keller Williams Realty, Rob Castro Edition, and along with our premier sponsors, Kevin Painter Insurance, Piedmont Bank, Oldscoa Farms, which are displayed right below your screen for your enjoyment.
Eddie, that's good answer.
Great answer. 4:24 left. We're still in the first quarter. Long first quarter. Let's see if Ponton can get this thing kicked deep, or do we squib it? What do we do? We're going to kick it off about the 12-yard line.
About 10 yards deeper than Rabun been getting it.
Yep.
Well, that's
Like I said,
helmet fell off.
You got
they
some helmets
returned
coming
the
off.
kick. They returned the kick last week for a touchdown.
Bryson Cole in there on the tackle. Good-looking sophomore.
Bryson didn't play last year.
No, he hadn't played in a couple years. Good to see him back. Good-looking kid.
And I noticed in the very first scrimmage, he came in sort of late. You know, after
got a penalty,
after
huh?
letting a lot of people
He
play,
just marking the
and
ball.
he was clearly physically
Yeah.
ready to be on the varsity football
Yeah,
field. So I think as the season goes, we're going to see more of Bryson Cole.
When you see him walking around without his pads on, he is a good-looking athlete.
He works
So
construction
Rabun-
with his dad, so he's
Yeah,
building
gotta
up some
be, right?
natural muscle.
Cooper
So-
Hilliard checks in the ball
So
game.
True Love
outside
is obviously out. 15's back out on the field. So just load this box and make tackles.
Ooh, good tuck.
He's going to pick up, take
5
it right up
yards,
the
gonna be
middle.
second
Number
5.
4 takes it for about 5. That's Noah English, the
Good
On the tackle, number
by
14, Cooper Bourne.
Jacob Dye in on the tackle also. He'll come out.
call it second 5. Everybody's got to make adjustments at this point. Let's see what we do.
Well, their line of scrimmage is tight. Look how tight
It
those
is
splits
tight.
are.
There's no splits.
Uh-oh.
4 is going to
Nice.
take it. Gets about 3 more. It's going to be 3rd and
Tucker
2.
Dockery
Tucker
gets his
Docker
speed, and
saved
Tyler
the
Bourne
touchdown.
finishes him off right there. So it's still, it's going to be 3rd and 1. So it's really tight.
We
here.
don't get him down right there. It's all green grass.
All right, guys, this is a big play right here. 3rd and 1.
Be interested to see what they choose to do. Bringing Big 88 in. Going to be 2
I'm
tight
sure we'll
set.
see the 2 tight ends again.
Yeah, looks like 2 tights again, Bubba.
Eddie Caden Reese, a freshman, was in there on the defensive line last series.
Caden's a good-looking kid. Going to be a fine football player.
Oh, and he
everybody
fumbles.
drops it,
Dropped
fumbles it. Going to
That
go
is what we
down
needed
for a
right
loss.
there.
Yep. Down for a loss. Luke Holtz.
Oh,
back
and now he's going to get an unsportsmanlike number 56 back here. I think that's number 55's helmet came off Baylor Twiggs, and the guy just kept pushing his head down on the ground right there.
That's all right. Baylor come off. We'll take the penalty.
Yeah, we'll take the
Hopefully
15
it's a
yards on
dead
top
ball
of that.
penalty.
So, yeah, it was definitely after the play. So, so it's going to be marked from where the ball was down back here. So they're going to take that ball back to about the 18, 19 yard line.
Point.
I
That'll
think.
be his first personal foul, he said.
They had the blocks there for that thing was set up, but he dropped the
Dead
football.
ball. Yep, dead ball. So that'll be 15 yards. That ball's going to go back to the 19.
That'll keep us.
It'll
keep
be
the ball.
4th and 20. So we'll see the punter
be no
again.
worse than 35 or 40 yard
Did he
line.
say dead ball?
Yes,
He did. He raised
did.
his hand for a dead ball.
Well, that's a
So
no-brainer.
while they're marking this off, I want to say a little bit about Jeremy King. Jeremy King has been the athletic trainer here for the last 10 plus years or
Long
so.
time, yeah.
And if you don't know what all the athletic trainer does, it is mind-boggling what the athletic trainer is responsible for at Fannin County School System. So not only did Jeremy teach healthcare classes, but he also handled all of the sports. That meant he went to all of the football games home and away, all of the basketball games, baseball, volleyball, everything going on. Jeremy King was there, and he's now moved to be our athletic director. Shannon York went down to the middle school, and Jeremy has assumed that. And this week, Evie, his daughter, she had her name officially changed to Evie King, and he's very proud of Evie and what she's doing. And I'm just really happy for Jeremy. He's done an outstanding job as athletic trainer, and I'm sure he's going to do a great job as athletic director here for Fannin County.
Eddie, we got 2 guys back. Who we got?
Looks like we got Taylor and Judah, maybe. Is that A?
No, I think that's Sullivan.
That's Sullivan.
I think that's Sullivan.
Yeah, we got Lawson back deep.
This is a great opportunity. The guy did not get off a very good punt last time. It was pretty short.
I would say that's why we've got the guy on this sidelines.
Got another officials timeout here. Let's see what we got.
To give a shout out to Carnacio Dixon, he's down there on the end zone camera again this year. This is his second year being in charge of that camera, making sure the coaches get the film they want.
I talked to Canarsie before the ball game, asked him if he was ready, and he's like, yeah.
He's low key.
Carnacio is a man of few words.
He is a man of few words.
Super great kid. He's one of my Technology Student Association officers.
Avila's going to punt it.
That's a low snap.
Gets a nice
that's a better
kick.
punt, but he's going to be able to field in return. So
gets him going.
and he scoots out of bounds at the 38-yard line. So he gets about a 12-yard return on that, and the Rebels are set up 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Yeah, you got to be thinking no less than field goal with this field position.
I think we flipped the field on them.
Yeah, flipping the field was huge. That fumble hurt us in the early going, but we've overcome that now. We got a tie game. It might as well be 0-0 here approaching the end of the first. There's 2 minutes, 32 seconds left in the first quarter. This is really exciting, guys.
Yeah. You got to give a shout out to Rabun bringing number 2 True Love out for warm-ups and through the whole period, and then he's never enters the field. The psychology of football.
Maybe he's going to quarterback the second half. Who knows?
I don't think so. Callahan picks up a couple yards, takes a hard lick there from 25. Tucker Buchanan.
We're going to run in a couple of receivers here. We're going to run in a freshman. I think we've got Holloway, number 12, Cannon he's out to the right.
So Holloway's coming in here as a freshman. I started to say true freshman, but they're all true freshmen.
And we definitely need some help at wideout. We don't have a ton of them.
Now, he's a big kid. He looks to be about 6'1".
So Sullivan in the shotgun going to keep it, throw it out to Taylor, bounces it out there. It's going to be that's just football there.
He clearly saw that ball bounce on the ground, though.
Yeah, they brought the house, and we didn't block anybody.
Yeah, we got on him fast, so it's going to be 3rd down and 8.
Didn't Coach Pavo go to Rabun County for a year or so?
He was at Rabun County. Now
I think he's at Pickens.
To be closer to his family.
We got to see him at the scrimmage game the other day.
Talked to him for about 30 minutes. He's closer to his kids now, so.
Yeah, one of their kids have a pie bar down in Marietta.
Yeah, his daughter, yeah. Dockery, he's wide open.
Sullivan let that one go before Dockery made the cut.
Yeah, Dockery runs a deep out. We overthrow him. Fannin's going to punt here at 4. That's a smart move. Keep pinning them as deep as you can pin them. This is going to be a game of who can run it, who can block it, and play some field position.
Well, and at this point, Rabun has been one-dimensional. So unless they come out throwing from deep in their own territory here in the first quarter, they may go the entire first quarter and not throw the ball.
Yeah. Well, they go. They're obviously not comfortable.
That was close.
That was almost blocked. 15's going to get away from it. Let that thing get deep.
Nice.
Great job by Braden Taylor's going to be down at the 3, looks like. So we got them
Yeah.
pinned deep.
Minute 37 for you on the radio to left in the first quarter.
See if this defense can keep everything bottled up like they've been
Yeah.
doing the last 2 or 3 drives.
So while we got a second, we've been playing Cooper Bourne and C.J. Reese are our 2 interior linebackers. Outside linebackers, Luke Holson back, Scotty Waltrip. Both those guys had a great ball game last week. Braden Taylor and Lawson's been playing at safety along with Cheatham. I think they rotate guys in and out.
Cheatham's out there at free safety now.
Yeah.
Brack's going to single high now.
We've really packed the box.
Evans going to keep it. Barrels over left
And he
tackle.
stopped
Picks
for a
up
2-yard gain.
couple yards.
Yeah, we walked up Braden Taylor as a linebacker.
C.J. Reese makes a stop for the Rebels.
2nd down and 8.
CJ played a good ball game last week, Eddie.
Yeah, CJ's.
He
does
put
a
his
great
hand in the dirt and covered that belly several times. Had walked him up from linebacker to a 6-man front. Did a good job against Gilmer.
job. Well, there's no secret about what Gilmer's going to do, and now there's no secret here about what these guys are going to do.
Gilmer had a good-looking eighth grade kid playing fullback. I bet he went 225.
Oh, let him play.
Looks like they're calling timeout.
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 Yeah, Rabun County will take a timeout here.
Who's the first quarter sponsor for football?
Mason Tractor, our first quarter sponsor. Big shout out to Mason Tractor, and as Bubba said, all these signs around this football field. I think, Andy, like 130 sponsors, something like that.
That's amazing.
It's amazing.
I think there's 130 businesses.
Yeah.
You may have 90% take rate on
Yeah.
the businesses in Fannin County
Yeah,
sponsoring the football program here.
They do a great job. I mean, they always eat. We eat over at Circle J.
That's been a tradition
every
since
Friday.
you and I played here.
Oh, yeah.
Right? We go over to Circle J for the pregame, a little bit of hamburger steak. What do they eat now?
Tina
Chicken?
gets us ready. She switches it up. She's in charge of the menu. So I don't know what they had.
It's steak
Tonight.
tips today.
James gets to go with them. That's something
What'd you have tonight?
We had steak tips, baked potatoes, and Texas toast.
There you go.
Outstanding. Yeah, that's one thing I'll say about the football team. They really do a good job incorporating these video guys into their program. James got to go eat. Did Carnacio go eat with you guys today?
I don't think so.
I'm
But
sure he's welcome.
they roll them in and let them be part of the program. They are doing. James is flying a drone over practice now.
2nd and 8 from the 6. 15, the quarterback's here.
Oh, yeah.
4-yard loss.
That is,
4-yard loss.
that is one happy number 4.
Blitzing the safety up in there.
Braden Taylor goes in and makes a huge play.
Just like I told you, Eddie, they're walking him up at linebacker.
That is 20 seconds left on the clock for it, so they're not coming back from this.
It's going to be 3rd and 12.
I think they're going to let that clock run down.
Yeah, I think they'll let it run down.
They're going to go into
Talk
take
to
a
Coach Davis.
powwow and come back out for the 2nd quarter.
I'm going to go. If you don't mind real fast, I'm going to grab a water because it is starting to get a little hot in
You
here.
don't have to ask us, baby. You the man. Go do it.
You guys want water?
Into the first quarter,
I'm good,
all
thank you.
tied up. We got Rabun County pinned deep.
All right, Eddie, while we've got a minute, good first quarter, 7-7.
7-7, 2nd quarter sponsor coming up will be Bill Hope Chevrolet.
No, he's first quarter.
No, he's not. Mason Tractor is on mine.
I'm sorry,
List right here.
Mason Tractor.
Bill Hope Chevrolet is going to be our 2nd quarter sponsor.
So let's talk about our Rebel Radio and TV sponsors once again. Our premier sponsors, Kevin Painter Insurance, Piedmont Bank, Old Toccoa Farm. Our sponsors are also Messrs. Orchard, Zoo Groovy, Tri-State EMC, Brotherhood Oil, Empty Stocking Program, Kiwanis of Blue Ridge, Remax Town and Country, Steve Tucker, ETC Security, Kevin Painter Insurance, Blue Ridge Medical Center, Piedmont Bank, United Community Bank, Fannin County Development Authority, the Trailer Drive-In, Fannin County Chamber of Commerce, and Keller Williams Realty. We appreciate your help. We appreciate it. That's why you get to watch this football game tonight, or because of these good folks. Eddie, we got them pinned deep, 3rd and 13.
Pinned deep, big 3rd down, rolling safeties up in boxes. Doesn't look like they have the ability to throw it, so we can roll up in here, get after these guys. A safety would be nice. Quarterback going to get safety.
He's in there. Oh, he is going to let him be out.
Yeah, he's out.
3 inches. 3 inches.
That kid done a great job just to get his head out of there.
He did. He got hit hard twice inside the end zone, and he somehow got the ball out.
Fannin sending 9 guys
So
in there every play.
it's 4th down. The punter only has 10 yards at best distance.
We should get some super good field position out of here.
I mean, it's possible he tries to catch it and steps on the line right there. He's trying to get as far back as he can.
His heels are on the line right now.
This is a tough place to punt.
Boy, it is.
If you're an NFL punter, this is tough.
Yeah.
All right,
school
guys,
punter.
let's have a good return here.
Short kick. Sullivan's going to take it out of bounds.
It's all right.
The 36-yard line.
Great
so
field
great field
position
position.
again.
That was an awesome defensive stand. Defensive stand.
Now we need to capitalize on the field position. We need to not. Last time we had good field position.
James, I'm going to get you to turn that camera over here and look at the student section.
Yes.
Spin that thing down there and have a look.
It is pool party night.
Pool party night. When I heard that, I was like, really? But it looks like everybody's wearing swimmies and lays and sort of a fun atmosphere down there. They show up every Friday at home games. They show out and got a theme every time. I'm not sure who's leading that crowd down there, but they're doing a really good job this year.
I'll have the name by name.
Sullivan gives to Callahan, gets in at left guard.
No gain at all on the play.
It's tough sledding in there between the guards
It
right
is
now.
really tough. Rabun is stout between the tackles.
Yeah, they really are. 88, 54, 25. They play tough down in there.
I mean, since that first
we've
RPO.
we've had some receivers wide open here. If we can just hit one of these guys.
And since that first RPO where he put the ball on the ground, we've really not gone back to the RPO, and I think there's an opportunity here for that.
Yeah, we've missed some guys here. We had a chance to get after it. Callahan taking it, bouncing right. Flags down.
Everywhere.
Callahan gets maybe a yard.
I'd say that's
Taken
a hold
down
and
by
it's
number.
coming back.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a hold in the backfield.
Yeah. Do they take the penalty or make it 3rd and 10? Looks like there was no gain on the play. Callahan ran a long way. He does a great job when we miss blocks, Andy. He still gets some forward momentum.
I think that tackle was made by number 25, Tucker Buchanan.
He's made a lot of tackles. He's
Carson's fun to watch. We're going to miss him.
He's going to fall forward a whole bunch of times. Very seldom does he get pinned in the backfield. I mean, he was hit immediately there and still got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that run on the far sideline, we all thought he was down, and then 15 yards later, he's actually down.
Yeah. So they'll take the penalty. It's going to be second and 20. Yeah. Let's see if we throw the ball here or stay on the ground. Sullivan's looking to throw.
Screen pass, great call.
Wide open.
Great call, Coach.
Yep.
Great call.
Rabun's going to.
Running. He's not coming down.
Oh, he's still up.
Down to the 20-yard line for a first down.
We got Case Holloway's a little gimp coming up off the mat. He's going back in the huddle, but he is favoring a leg. That is a great call right there because
nice play call.
I mean, it was wide open.
Excellent call, better run.
Yeah, the hard to bring down at the end.
Yes.
Even at the end, he landed on somebody and he's still going because he didn't hit the turf.
Sullivan's going to keep it, trying to get outside to the right. Picks up
6
about
yards.
5, maybe 6.
Yeah, he got
better than nothing.
Sullivan, the ball carrier.
He's not that big of a guy, so that's really hard running for him inside.
Speedy guy.
He is he's strong, he's quick, and he's tough as a nightingale.
In a good spot here, 2nd and 4.
Yeah, you can take a shot in the end zone here, 2nd and 4, if you so choose. Bring Taylor in motion, go and give it to him on jet sweep. Get the corner. It's got a,
that's a
first down.
First down.
First and goal from the 10, so they'll leave the chains down.
Coach Woodall doing a great job play calling this thing.
I know I say this every week, but Braden Taylor's a good football player, fellas.
Yes.
Braden Taylor's a good football player.
He is a good
He is a tough kid, plays hard the entire ball game.
Fannin got some confidence rolling now.
Well, and none of us would have thought Rabun would have been that one-dimensional coming into here.
They're
Now,
not.
that last series, they were backed up pretty deep.
They're definitely one-dimensional without number 2.
They're going to bring in Cooper Bourne.
Going to keep it. Sutherland's got a hole over left guard. Picks up
4.
4. No, the
They
ball's
say
on
he
the
got the
ground.
ball.
It's Rabun football. We fumbled it.
Oh, my goodness.
That's what you don't want to do. That's 2 balls on the ground. That's the only problem with fighting for yardage. That right there can happen
It
easy.
is.
It's kind of a double-edged sword.
On the bright side, they don't have a very good position.
Still got them pinned deep. They're on their own 5.
I was listening to a college coach this week talk about an upcoming game, and they were asking about his running back, this, that, and the other. He goes, the first thing they have to do is take care of the ball.
Gotta
He said,
take care of
I don't care how fast they are. I don't care how well they catch the ball out of the backfield. If they can't secure the football, they don't get to play. And it is just so important because now we're the change in that first and goal from the 10 to all of a sudden they're going the other way. So we need another big stop.
Yeah, need a stop here. We'll still be in great field position.
It's 12 in the huddle, isn't it?
Who's quarterback in there, Andy?
They're back to number 1.
Back to number 1.
Blake
They give a
Evans.
handoff to number 4. Dies in there along with Waldron.
Looks like number 4 is shaking up.
That's
They're going
number
to
22.
Someone called a timeout.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
22
great,
Waldron.
great tackle in there.
number 4 is down.
Conrad Head on the
Yeah,
stop,
great
22.
tackle in there by Conrad Head.
Got a kid down here. Running backs down. Number 4 is that really good outside linebacker, too.
Is he running the football?
He was running the football, I believe.
Oh, that's tough, Eddie.
Picks up maybe a yard, 8:16 left in a half.
Tough play on the fumble.
Yeah, that's tough, but it happens. I don't know. Do the rules, yeah.
Gotcha.
Trainer's out checking on this young football player. He's up on his own. They're going to help him off. Maybe a knee or ankle, looks like. He's gingerly on his right leg there.
He's got a bad wheel, doesn't he?
Yeah.
We wish him the best. Boy, there's some excitement going on with the cheerleaders throwing stuff in the stands.
I love it.
What are they throwing out down there?
T-shirts.
Some T-shirts.
T-shirts. That's a pretty big prize.
Huh?
I remember when I was in school, it was little footballs. Those little tiny footballs with the bank's name or something on them every
You
time.
probably still got some of those at the house somewhere.
I 100% have a couple of those left over from the 80s.
All right, fellas, 2nd and 10. Got to keep them pinned deep.
Raven struggling getting 5 yards at all, so
which
need
is
to
very
keep doing
different.
what we're doing.
Very different from their first series. But
absolutely.
really, it was one run. It's 37 yards, but it was one run. The other two were pretty short.
Give it number 1 on the jet sweep.
Still on
breaks
his
a
feet.
tackle.
He is hard to bring down. So he
he's a
turns what
shifty
should have been a 2-yard loss into 2-yard gains. That's a really nice run by.
Got a couple good running backs tonight, don't we?
Yeah. we do have some good running backs.
Rebel fans, make some noise.
Hard to tackle. Hard to tackle.
Yeah, they are hard to tackle.
Both sides of the ball.
One's hard to tackle, shifty, and the other one's just an absolute bulldozer.
And you're not going to bring them down with your arm. You're going to have to get a hold of something.
Exactly right. You're going to have to wrap it up. Third and long for the Wildcats. 15 stays at quarterback. Got one receiver left, two tights, unbalanced left. He's going to come left, cuts back up the middle, picks up maybe
he's going to be 4 yards short, so it's going to be 4th and 4. So I think we're going to see the punt team come out here. So this is a really good stand. That's 2 defense stands in a row for the Rebels there that are huge.
Really, they've got quarterback power and they've got jet sweep. And that's really what they're trying to move the football on. And Fannin's well aware of that. And those guys are playing great defense up in that front 7. See if we can get a return here.
Wow, I think if we went for that, we might have a shot.
Line drive spiral, that's a good shot.
45-yard, 40.
Number
Got
4,
a flag
Brayden Taylor.
Face mask or a block in the back?
36.
Conrad Head holding his hands up like, I didn't do anything.
Had to be one or the other right there, right at the end of the play.
We've got the ball up close to the 35. Let's take the penalty.
It looks like our offense is backing up here, like that's going to be enforced against us.
Personal foul. Crack back. Got a crack back block on somebody.
Who was you saying Conrad had was?
Conrad was holding his hands up. I didn't see him crack back on anybody, though. I'm not sure. Could have been him, though. So it's a legal block. Gilmer up 13-0 late in the second quarter over Union County.
Over Union?
Union's quarterback went down with a knee injury down for the year, so I believe they're starting a freshman.
Oh, wow. You hate to see that. These guys spend a lot of time over the spring and summer getting ready for this, and when somebody has an injury that costs them a season,
it's tough.
It's a really tough thing. Really a tough thing. You hate to see that, and you just wish them well as they go to heal.
1st and 10 on Rabun's 49-yard line.
And you don't want that to be what decides a game.
No,
you want to play good on good. And
that's right. Little zone read action. Callahan's out the left side with nobody over there. Some running room. Got a big first down over the 30 to the 29.
Elijah Weaver there. He was so way out in front. He didn't know what to do. He wasn't sure what to do. If he'd have turned around and put a helmet on that one guy, he might have been gone.
I'm not sure he knew who had the football, just to be honest with you.
Coach Woodall's got this defense guessing. Going to give to Callahan, trying to bounce it out. Wide left, no gain on the play.
And that's a nice play there, number 6, J.K. Shiflett, on the edge by them. He really did a nice job. He didn't make the tackle, but he caused the tackle.
Yeah, he went low and made him get up in the air and bounce it even wider. He's going to lose a yard. It'll be 2nd and 11. Just kind of outflanking them right now, and they stand at 3-4.
5:12 left in the second quarter.
Sullivan looking to throw. Got a guy on a slant. Little behind Brayden Taylor. It might have been good. It was behind him. 11 was sitting right there.
Flag. Another flag late.
Let's see what we got here.
Looks like that's from the secondary.
Yeah, he's coming in from the back. So it's going to be after the play.
Let's see what the call is here.
Sportsman-like activities.
It looks like it's against us. He's facing toward the scoreboard, which we're going from the scoreboard in.
Personal foul against the Rebels.
Didn't say what it was, did he?
That is something over the last few games and tonight. We've got to clean up some of that stuff.
Yeah, there's really no excuse for the personal foul stuff, whether it's mouthing or late hits and stuff.
There had to be somebody pushing around in the secondary.
I mean, that's harsh with 5 minutes left here. Now, instead of being down at the 30, we're backed up to the 45, and the distance for a first down is huge.
Second.
No, it's third down. So that was a dead ball foul.
Third down and about cherry log, as they say. Sullivan looking to throw, is going to give a little draw to Callahan.
Nice
tackle there. He picks up about 4.
Yeah, number 25, Tucker Buchanan.
Had a lot of room out that left side.
Well, we did.
Tucker Buchanan's having a good night.
Ravens bending but not breaking. The only thing that's really slowed us down is a turnover.
Yeah, Fannin turning it over twice is the only reason this is 7-7 right now. If we don't put the ball on the ground and lose it twice, we're probably up at least 14-7.
Yeah, we just don't want to waste this good field position. A wobbly kick to the left. It's going to roll, take a Fannin roll up to about the
6-yard line.
Got a lucky bounce and roll in our favor.
That's big. So this is going to be 3 times Rabun started
inside the 10.
Yeah, inside the 10.
That's tough.
Twice inside the 5.
Yeah.
And with the one dimension of their offense, it's easy for us to sort of contain that right here. So with 4:20, we got a shot at getting the ball back here. If we do 3 stops in a row, we got a shot at getting the ball back one more time before half.
Kevin Boehner says he's got about 250 calls in Texas today, and since the football game started, and he wants everybody to know he appreciates the well wishes and prayers, and he's hoping to come home tomorrow.
Going to give it to the quarterback, going straight ahead for a yard, maybe.
I just apologize. I'm not able to fill Kevin's shoes up here. I think my speech pattern's about 50% speed to his, so I don't get anywhere near the number of words.
I'm not sure you can keep up with the number of words or the volume.
We wish you well, Kevin. We wish you well.
Second and 8, they give him 2. Low snap.
Fumble.
Running back's going to keep it, lucky to get back to the line. Gets maybe a yard.
Nice job.
Third down and 8 here. So this is big, and we might see a timeout call.
Be a great time for a timeout.
We've already used one, haven't we?
We can use them on offense or defense.
Maybe if we stop them here, he'll take one and force the punt, and the punt will happen with about 3 minutes.
We're going to roll Twiggs in on the defensive line. That was a nice play by Holzenbach, cracking down, getting him.
Yeah, Holzenbach having a nice ball game tonight, playing really well. Same play, running back's going to take it, try to get left.
I think he's still
about
short.
2 yards short.
Yeah, he's going to be short.
It's going to be 4th and 2.
Can't imagine them going here, can you?
I can't imagine with this much time on the clock. I think if there was more time, he might tempt it, but he's definitely
going to run it out here.
He's going to do it.
To about 2:10.
Yeah, he's going to run it down as long as he can. He might even take a timeout himself. Run it down to a second
And he may try to get us jump off sides.
Yeah, it's going to be 4th and 1.
He's going to take a timeout.
Surely you don't go for it here. He's next to the referee. He's going to take a timeout as clock winds down. He does. Timeout, Rabun County.
How long has this coach been at Rabun?
Oh,
couple years.
2, maybe 3 years.
Timeout at 2:10, 7-7 with a 4th down and
Am
1.
I correct that they have a kid at Rabun who played at Georgia, or is he still at Georgia?
Gunnar Stockton, baby, is a Georgia dog, backup quarterback.
I think he's number 2 too.
Yeah, the number 2 guy.
Oh wow.
Bubby, y'all got a big game tomorrow. You going?
Well, I was going to try not to bring up Georgia Tech. I'm excited about noon
Florida
tomorrow
State,
kickoff.
I can't believe you're not in Dublin.
Well, we kicked it around. I had to take 5 days off from school, and it only given me a week there. So it's like, well, as much as I'd like to go, not this fall. This fall.
Been a great trip. Beautiful country.
Eddie, did you go over there this past year?
Went over there 2 years ago. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful island.
When I lived in England, one of our offices was in Dublin, so I've been to Dublin a couple of times. If you ever get a chance to go,
been there.
Oh my goodness, Dublin
been
is just a spectacular place to be.
Been to Dublin, toured the Guinness factory.
It's hard to understand them though.
It is.
That's a funny English they speak over there.
We went from coast to coast.
Just beautiful, green,
it
so
is
green.
Beautiful country, beautiful.
I believe we're going after it.
They are. Braden Taylor always
just
close.
Just shy.
Nice punt.
Fair catch called. The 46-yard line.
Nice fair
Braden
catch.
Taylor's really close there. He was really close.
He was getting there. Decent punt by Avila there.
All right, fellas. 2:06.
Kevin tells me he's glad I learned football at Fannin County because I didn't learn any at Georgia Tech.
Well, he's not a Georgia Tech lover.
Man,
I respect Tech.
He's rough
that's
on
harsh.
you.
That's harsh. I do think tomorrow Tech has got a chance.
Got a chance?
If they beat Florida State, the whole dynamic of that program changes for the entire year. And I think they got a shot. I think Tech's offense is going to be really good. Their defense needs to not be last in the country this year. If they can move up to like 75th in the country, then it'll be a pretty good year for Tech this year.
Brent Key and Buster Faulkner that they stole
Buster
from
Faulkner,
Georgia.
stealing Buster Faulkner from Georgia was a big deal.
Yes, sir. He can recruit. Little
We're running a flea flicker, fellas.
In and out of the hands of Tucker Dockery. I think you're right. Carson Callahan.
I believe we was going to catch it and pitch it.
He was coming up here just like the flea flicker.
Just threw
the hook and ladder.
Little behind Dockery.
He catches that ball. I think that works.
Polk's up 34-0 on Copper Basin. Callahan got some running room.
Oh, yeah.
He's got some space.
Run it.
Oh, my
God.
Breaking tackles all the way down the sideline. Carson Callahan.
He broke 4 tackles after he got through the line of scrimmage.
Nice run.
He's got a great stiff arm.
And that was just pure strength at the end. That guy came up and hacked his right arm.
Just straight.
And he just ran right through that.
That's a great way to end off the second quarter.
Watts and power cleans, baby.
The Bill Holt, second quarter. We finally stick it in the end zone.
Finally get that lead.
That defensive stand was huge.
Big defensive stand.
5 minutes on the clock. They burned 2.5 off.
Ponton's kick is good. 14-7 Fannin. Minute 53.
Fellas, that was a tremendous run.
That is highlight clip material right there. I hope James got a good.
That was perfect. I was able to get a
good
full
zoom in
zoom
on that. We do have a new addition to what's going on with video tonight.
I haven't heard about this.
Graham Maloof is down on the sidelines with a camera.
Let me find him real fast.
He's in Video 1 class this year.
Oh, there he is.
That kid can edit. I mean, like, no reason to walk into video and have me teach him anything.
There you go. There's Graham.
Absolutely edit. And
that's awesome.
Got with him about getting involved with video, and then the football team approached him and said, hey, can you get down on the sidelines and capture some video and make some highlight clips for us? So he's starting to do that. Now we've talked to him about being one of the people that run the big board when it's time to run the big board, create the content and do all that. So shout out to him. He also had a video on his YouTube channel get 800,000 views.
Wow.
I'll bring that up again in a minute.
Fannin's going to kick it off down the middle.
Okay.
Rabun County player looking for some running room. Is going to be tackle at about.
We'll take that. It's not bad.
30-yard line.
They're just happy not to be inside the 10, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Number 24, Cooper Hilliard on the tackle.
Yeah, I don't blame them. I'd be happy.
Cooper Hilliard's another player that came out this
Yep,
year. He
he's
didn't play
back
last year.
He's been playing pretty good this year. He's in the ball game right now at
Yeah, he's
linebacker.
a senior. Is that
Yeah, I've got him in work-based learning. Had him in work-based learning last year. Great kid. And he's talking about his work schedule, and he says, well, I got football. And I'm like, you got what?
good for him?
Yeah, good for him. And he's actually getting some playing time. He's a big athletic kid, too.
Yes, he's a big kid. 15 going to take it, gets over the right side, picks up about 7.
Tackle by number 14, Cooper Bourne. I don't know how many tackles he's got, but he sure does have a bunch.
You love playing inside linebacker in a game like this. When 15 going to keep it again, push him ahead.
We get enough
Close.
for first down there.
Yeah, it looks
Got a
like they're
first
going.
down.
A yard over.
Yeah, he's going to have a yard ahead of the markers.
I know this, like I said, I hate to complain about the referees, but this guy over here had him marked 2 yards further. Must be a left eye versus a right eye spot.
Maybe so. Going back to Malouf's YouTube video with 800,000 views, I asked him if he monetized, and he said no. So I had him look up what YouTube would have paid him.
Yeah.
Between $4,000 and $5,000.
Wow. Quarterback's going to keep it, goes straight
Get him on
ahead,
the ground.
picks up maybe 2.
Oh,
Got a
what
timeout.
is? Okay.
Fannon's
Taking
going to take a
timeout. We didn't stop the clock yet.
You're going to have to put some
We're going
back
to
on
have to
there.
add 4 seconds.
Yep.
Timeout, Fannin County Cooper clear. Craig Taylor on the stop.
So finally got the lead here, Andy.
Yeah. Yeah.
2-score lead looks insurmountable for these guys.
It's substantial that we overcame 2 turnovers,
Absolutely.
one inside our own 30,
Yeah.
and
Absolutely.
we have a 14-7 lead with only 53 seconds left in the half.
They've got a pretty good coaching staff. I expect them to have a good game plan the second half. At some point they're gonna try to hit a home run.
Yeah, you got to take a shot at some time. I'm surprised they haven't at least tried to take a shot to empty the box a little bit.
Well, even now they got 2 opportunities here. If they do a play action, it's possible they catch Fannin sleeping on that since they haven't thrown it an entire half.
Yeah, you just want to make sure don't get beat deep at this point in the ball game. They're going to split them out.
Yeah, going trips left, trying to spread it and empty the box a little bit. Coach Cheatham's out pointing to somebody, telling somebody to bump.
Yeah, you still got Braden Taylor up playing up on the nose right there. Middle linebacker.
Oh,
Whoa,
Rabun moved.
yeah, false start.
Wompity wompity.
Fannin sitting up there with 8 players in the box at the alignment.
I'm assuming Fannin will use its last time out if we stop them here.
You would assume so.
Still brings up 3rd down though.
You'll still have 3rd down, so
Yeah.
there won't be but a few seconds left on the clock.
Quarterback's going to keep it little zone read. Got a hole
Big hole.
Through there.
Yeah, he picks up nice
He's about
yardage.
10 yards on the run.
Yeah,
That'll slow it down a little bit.
bring
Eddie.
up 3rd and 5.
Rabun can take this down to about 15 seconds.
So their adjustments being put some wide receivers in and empty the box as much as you can with some receivers. They got 2 receivers right. Going to give it.
Nice play.
He almost fumbled.
Braden Taylor just
gonna
swoops
call
in there,
timeout.
drops him for a
Call a
2-yard
timeout.
loss. And
He tried to call time out for
There's
5 or
probably
6
5
seconds.
seconds burn off the clock there with him trying to get that call.
I'm not a mathematician, but 5 guys can't block 8 guys.
And then when you had about 4 or 5 seconds on that other play run off before they got the clock stopped. So there should be about 10 more seconds up there right now.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, Bubba, on your new scoreboard.
Yes.
Is the clock going to be
The clock is digital.
Wi-Fi also.
The clock is digital. So the entire board is LED lights. So the old board down here, you actually had a scoreboard with a TV on top of it.
Right.
The new scoreboard will be a complete digital screen. So you could make the entire thing the scoreboard, or you could put the scoreboard down in the corner, or make it the lower half.
The reason I'm asking is up at Union, they've got the same type thing, and the clock will just stop, and then 20 seconds later it'll go again.
Really?
Oh, it's awful. It's hard to tell.
So when I met with them out here yesterday, the main part of the conversation was cabling.
4th down punt is
high.
That's a really nice punt.
Going to come
Really
down.
There it is.
At about the 20, and they're going to let it roll all the way down.
All the way to the end zone, but missed.
Down.
No, it's in the end zone. Yeah.
He calls it a
He wanted to
touchback.
call it on the one.
He's got to stop it. If he hits it, it goes in the end zone. It's still in the end zone.
Good break for us.
So late in the ball game, when you're trying, there's 2 minutes to go, and you're trying to determine what you're going to do. You look up the clock, and it's 2 minutes. You look up again, it's a minute 45, minute 40.
That would be a nightmare. So when we talked about it, there's going to be a direct, basically Ethernet cable that goes from the press box down to the board. So it's going to go, there's a conduit that goes down to the sideline, and then it's going to go under the bleachers from the bottom, trenched into the dirt, and then into the scoreboard. So we got right at 9 seconds left. It looks like we're going to go into formation here and just take a knee and go to the house, go to the locker room here.
Should have both bands at halftime.
Set
We
up
got both bands. Yeah, they've both been out and warmed up.
Rebel fans, make some noise.
Fannon's going to take a knee, roll in at halftime, up 14-7 over the Rabun County Wildcats from Tiger, Georgia.
That was a great half of football, guys. That was a really fun half. We overcame 2 turnovers, up 14-7. All the momentum feels like it's with us going into the locker room right now, and Rabun's going to have to find a way to be less than one-dimensional.
Yeah, they are totally one-dimensional, not one ball in the air, and this is a spread them out, throw it 30-time football team. So, you know, I don't know what you do different if you're Rabun County. Fannin just needs to keep doing what they're doing. That Rabun defense staying on the field a long time. I expect Fannin to really pound this rock right here in the second half.
I don't know who Rabun has, but they've got to find somebody that can at least throw it out in the flats a time or two, and get Fannin to move outside of the tackle boxes with the bulk of their defense.
You've got to throw it if it's incomplete. You got to do something to get the box emptied out. I mean, you got 8 guys in the box. Taylor, they're sending different guys. Braden Taylor, these other guys, just running through space and hitting you in the backfield. You know, it's they've got to do something different, but Fannin just needs to keep doing what they are doing on defense. And like I said, this running game will really wear you down and take over in the second half, no doubt.
So right now we got Rabun County Wildcat Band coming out onto the field. We're going to have the Rabun Band first, and then Fannon's going to come out under the direction of the brand new band director, Grant Davis. I'm excited to see how they do tonight, and looking forward to Mr. Davis and his career here as the band director at Fannin County High School.
Absolutely. So we'll turn it over to these 2 bands. You guys enjoy that. We'll be back in the start of the...
On mute.
I'm going to chop that.
You want me to hang this one up?
I'm probably just going to attach it.
Assistant drum major Jake Porter.
Audio quality. Yeah.
Drum majors Is your band ready?
This is a check. This is a check.
Ladies and gentlemen, sit back and enjoy the Marching Wildcats.
direct your attention to the 50-yard line as we present drum major Valerie Cash. Ladies and gentlemen, the Fannin County High School Marching Band.
Where is it spread out?
Well, welcome back here, Rebel fans. I hope you enjoyed the band out there. The band, I thought, did an excellent job tonight coming out here for the first time. We've had a wonderful first half of football. We don't have any rain to deal with. The temperature is perfect. Things are sort of going our way right now, Eddie.
Yeah, everything's going our way. So Rabun County receives opening kick. Shut them down, get a 2-score lead. It looks like they would
back
be
on the air, Eddie.
They would be struggling if we can get a 2-score lead.
Well, now this is a championship football team, right? They're used to adversity. They're used to playing tough. They're certainly not going to come out here in the second half and say, "Oh, Uncle,"
Absolutely not,
and sit down. So they're going to come out here fighting hard, and the coach is going to have a plan when he comes out here. I wouldn't be surprised if we see them start to try, if it's nothing but a screen pass, they're going to have to do something to alter their one dimension.
Yeah, you got to try something.
Well, I would say he's exactly where he wants it to be right now.
Do you think he'd take a 14-7 down, only 7 by half without his starting?
Yeah, I think he's right where he wants to be. If he's got to throw the ball, he don't want to really get it going until the fourth quarter. So we get the football to start, don't we?
No,
we received it to start.
I think
we
they
fumbled.
won the
Remember?
Yeah, they won the toss and deferred.
That's a good point.
So, here we go. We'll see what adjustments Rabun County makes, and I don't think Coach Cheatham wants to do anything different. Just not turn it over. Just hold on.
That had to be
football.
his message at halftime.
Yeah.
Hang on to the ball.
Yeah, hang on to the ball and keep doing what we're doing. Coach
tell you what,
Woodall's called a great game.
Callahan's looked good in the first half, hadn't
I'm
he?
telling you,
That run, breaking those 4 tackles. We were just talking about it. So Graham Malouf was right there on the sidelines. It's going to be really cool on Monday to see what he was able to capture on that. James had a really good angle. They're going to try to put a highlight video together of the game tonight, and we're going to try to make this a routine that we get into. We're producing some really cool highlight stuff.
That was as good a high school run as you will ever see right there.
I'm sure he'll clip that and put it in his college
Absolutely.
preview for the coaches.
Yeah, that's got to go in your film, right?
Yeah.
On your Twitter account.
Have to.
X account, whatever it is now.
It's Twitter. You can't call it X.
Attaboy. You tell them like it is.
You tell Elon.
You don't tell,
Elon.
Dumbest.
Elon, you don't be trying to change the name of that company. It's Twitter.
When you have a verb
You might
named
can put a man on the moon, but you cannot change.
Just because you launched the Tesla into space,
That's right.
you can't change the name of our company.
So, Eddie, the big story at halftime was the referees had called up here and said no music, no band playing, no nothing.
Well, there are rules to follow, but I did not hear any music being played during the snap count or any band playing.
Well, I just saw Ramsey down there talking to the official. And
so he's getting some clarification, but our Blue Crew has a portable stereo speaker that they
have a stereo speaker and a train horn.
And they've been doing that now for 2 or 3 years, and you can hear from here, but I don't know if you can hear that on the field. I don't know if that might have been what he was hearing.
Yeah, maybe. But I never heard the press box.
So basically what the referee told us at halftime was when they get in the huddle, no music.
When they get in the huddle.
When they get in the huddle, no music. Now, the thing about this is nobody huddles anymore. Do they?
There's their train
No,
horn.
there's very little huddling going on, but I thought the rule is once the ball is going into play, so the music's got to stop.
When they break the huddle or they're at the line of scrimmage. Kind of what you're saying, Bubba. I've never.
Well, and I'm with you, Bubba, but what the referee stated was no play while it's in the huddle. Well, if nobody gets in a huddle, how are you going to determine?
Yeah. When did the huddle get broken?
When does the huddle start?
Nope,
we're going to swap ends of the field, fellas.
We should. I was saying that looks wrong.
Right, because we were coming out of the other end zone when we fumbled.
But we don't need music to announce. We can do it with or without music. We're good either way.
Well, there's their speaker.
So Ponton's off to a good start as a kicker.
He is. He's a good athlete. He's a good basketball player, too.
Yeah, my brother-in-law is going to be coaching basketball this year, and he was very excited when he saw Ponton play this summer and get started with him. He's going to be a good, solid point guard for the basketball team this year.
Yes, he will. So they blow the whistle in play. Ponton's walking
Running,
up.
walking.
Hit. Pooch
it's a
kicking
high
in the middle of
pooch
the
kick.
field.
Squib.
Taken there by Rabun County players. Going to be tackled at the 35, so they'll take over from there. Number 8 on the return for the Wildcats.
Let's see what they come out. They got to be happy with their field position.
Fannin
That was number 42, Bryson Cole, in on the tackle there.
making some leadways. Made a couple nice tackles on special teams. That's a good way to get on the field. Play good on special teams.
It is. He's going to be a force. He's only a sophomore.
Yeah, he's a young cat.
Yeah, he's a good size kid too.
Raven going toward our scoreboard. Quarterback's going to keep it running
Number
again.
15.
Picks up maybe 2.
So they start with Reed Giles as their quarterback again. He started at the beginning, and he sort of flip-flopped a little bit with Lake Evans, but
And this
mostly Giles has been the quarterback.
Yeah, and Evans is a great little running back, but it's kind of taken him out of the game. He's a good pass catcher out of the backfield.
And Giles is on here as a wide receiver, defensive back. So their
Yeah.
official roster. So they've got a wide receiver quarterback tonight,
So
essentially.
now Evans is going to take the snap. Going trips left. He's going to keep it.
And Evans is on here as a running back / linebacker.
Yeah. So he picks up maybe nothing.
Woo! Change your input. We lost sound on YouTube.
I'm trying volume. Mark select.
Coach Cheatham just playing one. Coach Turner running that defense is one high safety.
We got
Everything else
clear.
walking up close in the box. Got trips left again.
I think James is
sweet fumble. Oh.
Almost. That's going to be a big 5-yard loss on the play. I think we weren't live just now. James did a little funky thing with the mic for the band and came back and didn't swap it back over, so I'm not sure what's going on with the audio.
So they try to run
Yeah,
a jet
they say it's
sweep.
working now.
All right, we got audio.
Eric and Dana Chastain keeping us informed, keeping us in line.
They try to run a
Sorry
jet
about that
sweep.
out there. We had a little technical glitch.
Don't know what that was, but we got audio now.
Avila punting again.
Oh,
End over end kick. Sullivan's
Line
going to
drive.
take it at the 35, trying to get outside. And can't. He's going to be tackled at about the 41. So good field position for Fannin.
Yeah, excellent field position.
I'd like to see Sullivan. He got, 3 extra yards after he took off with that. Fair catch that ball. That's your quarterback.
Yeah.
You know, he ran a long way. Ran 25 yards there and,
It
went forward
scares me when
3.
your
So,
quarterback
just
returning
fair catch that if you don't have enough space to get 10 yards.
He caught a punt at Gilmer last week with 2 guys standing behind him from the other team.
So Fannin comes
Behind.
out and trips
He
left.
fair caught it or he caught it
No,
and ran?
he caught it and ran.
Oh, my goodness. Gutsy.
He is.
Sullivan going to keep it, looking to throw a slant route wide open.
Hang on to it,
Oh, it is
Reed.
picked
Picked
off.
off.
It is picked off.
Yeah, another turnover. Ball's been a little bit behind the receivers a couple of times, and that one got tipped
Pass was
up.
intended for number 6, Reed Holloway, and it bounced off.
He reaches behind him to catch it, and it tips up in the air.
That's
Nothing's good when
unfortunate
you
right
tip
there.
it in the air. Raven takes over at Fannin's 45-yard line.
Well, we start in the second half.
There
like
we go.
did
3
the
turnovers.
first.
3
Yes,
turnovers.
sir.
So
Who we got at quarterback, Bubba? 15, Giles back in.
and he was
get that ball.
Never even
we were
looking
back
up.
with number 1, Lake Evans at quarterback, and he certainly was not ready for that ball.
No.
It hit him right in the face. He's actually lucky it hit him in the face.
He done a
Because
fantastic job.
if that ball's left or right, that's sailing away.
Yeah.
Good snap by the center.
It
Yeah.
was right on the money. Thank goodness.
Problem was he was trying to tell his running back, you're in the wrong spot.
So that brings us 2nd and 13.
And if you're Rabun, you just cannot play behind the sticks. Evan's going to take it, trying to get out to the right side.
Nice
Picks up
tackle.
a couple. Tackle there by Bourne and Taylor in there.
We're calling those guys' name a lot. Taylor and Bourne, they're doing a lot. So we got 3rd and 11 now.
3rd and 11. If they're not willing to throw it here, guys, I'm just not sure they're willing to throw it at all. They're across the 50, 3rd and long. Fannin staying with one single high safety look in the middle of the field. Brax Cheatham going trips left.
Timeout.
Rabun taking a timeout.
County. This would be a great time for updating you guys on the radio. We're at 8 minutes and 22 seconds into this 3rd quarter with a lead of 14-7 on the Rebels. We're on 3rd down and 11, and
I'll take a second here to shout out our sponsors, our premier sponsors, Kevin Painter Insurance. We hope you get better, Kevin. Piedmont Bank and Old Toccoa Farm. They have their logos at the bottom of our stream tonight. Our other sponsors, Mercier Orchard, Zoo Groovy, Tri-State EMC, Brotherhood Oil, Empty Stocking Program, Kiwanis of Blue Ridge. They just had the rodeo, by the way, last weekend, and the weather wasn't exactly cooperating, but they were able to get everything in and done. So I hope everybody had a good time at the rodeo last weekend. Remax Town and Country, Steve Tucker, ETC Security, Blue Ridge Medical, United Community Bank, Fannin County Development Authority, the Trailer Drive-In, Fannin County Chamber of Commerce, and Rob Kaser with Keller Williams Realty. Thank you so much for sponsoring Fannin Rebel TV.
Ball is fumbled again on the snap.
okay,
Makes
where
the
is
guy
it?
miss, gets
Well, he's doing a good job recovering from that and getting back within 2 yards of the line of scrimmage, but
And you can
they're
tell,
having some trouble on
yeah,
that.
this guy's not used to taking snaps or anything else. The center snaps it back there hard, and he struggled. That one was a clean snap. He just too hot for him.
Was there a flag on the play, fellas?
Looks like it. Let's see what we got.
Flag.
Procedure penalty.
They're discussing it. See what the call is.
We're backing up.
Check.
No,
False start. Legal
False
formation.
start.
This is,
legal formation.
That's a dead ball foul.
And that's what they're talking about.
Yeah, that's a dead ball foul, so he can't decline that.
It's 4th down.
Nope.
I guess I'm wrong, but
No, they're doing it. Well, I know Jim hasn't moved yet.
Jim knows better than move.
Yeah, well, he's moving anyway.
well, they moved it back from the original line of scrimmage 2 yards. I mean, nothing about that makes sense.
Yeah, well, they gave him the play.
Oh, okay, so they're giving him where he got on the run.
High spiraling kick coming down. Lands on a knee. So
Hunter's had a big night tonight for Rabun County,
I
hasn't
bet that's the most he's punted in his career. Ball on the 15-yard line of Fannin. A little bit of a hole here. That's just more stats for 25 and 2 here, though. See if we can get a long drive going.
We
run
need to
some
move the
clock.
ball. It would be nice to see an 85-yard drive here. And heck, why not burn 7 minutes and 50 seconds off the clock doing it?
he? I
Exactly.
agree with you.
This defense for Rabun's been on the field all night long.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to turn the football over here.
Time.
No. Bite your tongue. Don't jinx us, Andy.
I don't think I can hurt us.
Callahan behind Sullivan. Got some false start there.
On the other hand,
Be a procedure.
Start against the Rebels.
False start.
Make it 1st and 15. And put the ball on the 10.
First and 15. All right, now let's hold on to the football. Be sound.
Sullivan's going to keep it, trying to get around the left side, cuts it back inside, picks up
Gain of 7.
about 7, make it second down and 9 after the penalty.
My brother texted in, said, sounds good, picture's good. James is doing a good job.
Tell him thank you for me.
You just said it out loud on the air, James.
It's going to be second
You
and
thanked him
8.
yourself.
Backfield stays the same. Woodall signals it in, moves a player over. Going to throw it out here, a little quick out.
Perfect.
Cannon Holloway.
Holloway's got a
That's
first
going to be
down.
enough. First down, 9 yards, 10 yards on the catch. Good to see a freshman getting in there and getting a little varsity action.
Yes, sir.
Our freshmen are really good.
We do. We've got a lot of good kids, a lot of good senior class.
How many
junior
seniors
class.
are on this team that are seeing the field on a
All of them.
play-by-play basis?
All of them, actually.
Is it?
There's only a few.
I'll count them up here. I just, Candy got us a program tonight. So,
Give to Callahan's being patient. Cuts it up in over right tackle. No gain on the play.
There you go. There you
Trying
go.
to run it into the boundary. 58 on the tackle.
Guys, I see we got some nice lights out here. Where did the lights come from?
we got 14 seniors.
Right there on that button.
That's a good crowd of seniors, Andy. Yes, we got some light.
Where did the lights come from?
I don't know. Yes, Mr. Danner
Reuter.
taking care of
Where'd they
us.
come from? Where?
I picked them up.
Oh,
Oh, you went and got them?
Second and 10.
Thanks to Perry Reuter for picking up a couple of
Boy,
lights.
Perry. Thank you. Sullivan,
Makes a
little
big
quick
difference.
out to
Make a guy miss.
Reed
Make a guy
Holloway.
miss.
well,
break
he's not
the
going
tackle.
down.
Staying on his feet. Finally drove out of bounds.
9 yards on the play. Almost a little bit of extra activity
Yeah,
on the
it's getting a little
sideline.
rough housing over there.
That coach is working the officials, isn't he?
Yes, he is. Third down and short.
Just short, gain of 9 yards.
3rd and 1. No, their chain crew's taking off. First down, they say.
Number 9,
Wow.
Fannin, County Rebel, touchdown.
About time we got a good spot in.
It's a great way.
Fresh set of downs. Callahan lined up just left of Sullivan. Callahan hit in the hole. Off.
Awesome here on the play, Michael Johnson.
Loses yard, be second down and 11. Johnson on the tackle for the Cats. Fannin with a little muddle huddle. Splits out Dockery and Reed Holloway to the right, 2 receivers left. Sullivan looking to throw behind Reed Holloway. He was open for a second. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 10.
3rd and 10.
You can hear the Blue Coos radio right now. They got a big boom box down there they're all dancing to.
I like it. Having a good time. Got on the pool party attire.
Yeah. I'll take that over the train horn any day.
3rd down and 10. Sullivan looking to throw. Little screen,
screen.
again. Out to
Oh, he's
Elijah
running.
Weaver's
He's
got a
out of
big one.
here.
He's going to score.
Oh, he's
One man to
he's
beat.
gone.
He's in the end zone.
Touchdown.
70 yards, 65 yards. Ball was on the 37, so
Yeah.
68 yards.
That will make it extremely hard for
63
Raven to come
yards.
back now.
63 yards.
It's going to take Raven a miracle to come back.
63
We can
yards.
find some wood.
Sullivan the Weaver, gain of 63 yards on touchdown.
Another little screen pass.
That was a nice play, fellas.
Nice play call. Woodall's called these screens at perfect time.
That's the second screen that turned out huge tonight.
Alphonse extra point. Good. Your score with 4:15 remaining in third quarter. Fannin County 21.
So in this break, I want to ask, the pool was open all summer. I guess it's
All
still
summer.
open. So
Still open.
how do you feel about the new pool in the city of Blue Ridge?
It's been busy.
The county pool in the
it's nice to
city
have,
of Blue Ridge.
It's nice to have a pool for folks in the county. Right now we're open Monday through Thursdays for lap lanes, swimming for adults, and
So adults only from what time?
from 9 till noon, and then open Saturday and Sunday for all the public. Problem is, all our lifeguards are college kids and high school kids, and
So
when they go
they're
back to
busy
school,
now. It's hard to staff.
yeah, you staff on the weekends.
So if there's any retired people out there that happen to be a lifeguard when they were younger,
Exactly.
there's your part-time job right there.
yeah, if you want something to do, come see me.
How many laps are there if the adults show up for the swim? How many lanes are there?
There's 4 25-meter lanes.
4 25-meter lanes.
Ponton set to kick it off. It's going to high pooch it to the left.
Oh, they dropped it, but
Dropped it and picked it up.
Nice play.
Well, Ravens gotten
Yeah,
lucky a couple times on that.
that little pooch kick in no man's land has been really good. for
Ain't that
fans.
the truth? They've put the ball on the ground half a dozen times and came up with it every time.
So now we don't do anything different than we've been doing. 21-7, we're still going to play hard defense. If they don't start throwing the ball, we'll pack the box,
Yep.
make them beat us man-to-man in the middle.
Caden Reese checking in there at nose, I think. Fannin's just all up in the box on the line.
I mean, they don't even have anybody split out over here, so.
You know what's happening.
he's down.
Every play, quarterback's going to take it and go right or go left.
Makes the initial hit.
That worked for Elbert County back when they had Nicole Hardeman.
There on the soft.
Well, it worked for Fitzgerald for years. Still,
Yeah,
probably still does.
They had more than just one of them.
Yeah.
And a really big group of linemen.
Yeah, that's true too. Well, it's not like these are small guys out here.
Was Fitzgerald running the triple option type thing, or was it just?
They were doing that right there.
Looked like an old single wing type offense.
They just snap
Of course
it to the quarterback and run straight ahead.
Really?
They throw it out of there
Dare
too.
you to beat us.
As soon as you pack that box real tight, they go over top.
And that's how they've beat us, is the drive down to about the 20 and throw the bootleg.
And we ran that same offense with Corbin Davenport. It's effective when you can block it up.
So that's the fourth or fifth fumbled snap that's caused them an issue. That's really hurt them in the last quarter and a half
I
here.
think 15 does a better job of handling snaps and all that stuff. I think they would be as
I think
well
he's
off to
in
just
there
stick
now.
with him. Yeah.
And with all this run, the clock is really ticking in the third quarter.
He's going to
He's
throw
gonna
it.
throw.
It was the first time.
Oh, we shove a defender down.
And it's a miss.
He's a left-handed
And a
guy.
flag.
That's got to be offensive pass
So
interference.
I would think they're going to call this offensive pass interference because one was in front of him and he pushed him down.
Unless they claim he stopped.
Yeah, 15 is their best receiver.
But he did
Now
push
he's
it.
having to play quarterback.
But they're going to.
Offensive pass interference.
Oh, yeah, he shoved our safety down.
Penalties applied. It's fourth down. Make some noise for that defense.
First pass attempt of the night. Kid just hit his back foot and let it rip. This could get really ugly for Rabun really quick here.
It could.
Avila punting again. What's he punted? Seven,
Oh,
eight
that's
times.
a short punt.
A little short.
Oh, pick that up.
Punt
pick
going
that
to
up.
roll. Sullivan's going to take it.
Take it back home for us, Sullivan.
Bounces it out. Gets it up to the 35.
A lot of abuse on the quarterback there, and I was telling him to pick it up, so he waited about one bounce longer than I was wanting him to pick it up. So pretty decent field position. He brings it out to the 35, so 1st and 10 from our own 35. Up 21-7 with 2:35
Eddie,
left in
who's
the
our third quarter sponsor?
Our third quarter sponsor. That's a good question. Our third quarter sponsor is Blue Ridge Orthodontics.
Adontics.
Adontis.
Gilmer is up on Union County 32-0. And we go to Union County.
Well, here's
next
Graham.
week.
They should be inside the front pockets of. Oh. There should be inside the front pockets.
Little hitch route out to
Out the
Weaver. Picks up a yard. Weaver's going to
And
get
he's going to throw it.
Weaver's going to get a penalty
Weaver's
for
gonna
throwing
get
a
that
little
personal
punch
foul.
there.
Can't do that when you're up 21-7, fellas.
Yeah, Coach
What a
Team's
miss.
going to have to work on that a little bit here.
That's our third one of the day.
Yeah, that's
Ain't nothing little bleachers won't solve, right? There's ways to stop some of that.
he was giving him an earful as he came off the field there. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Personal foul against the Rebels.
it may not matter here tonight, but
Well, was it dead ball
it will get
foul?
you at some point that penalty becomes more than you can overcome.
I think it's dead ball.
It was out of
foul,
bounds.
isn't it?
He was out of
He
bounds. so.
punched him when he gave him a little right cross there. Not real hard, just a little one. Because that guy was trying to wrestle him out of bounds.
What?
All right, guys.
Is the penalty obvious? Sullivan got trips to his right, Callahan in the backfield. Going to keep it, roll to his right,
screen,
looking to throw.
do a screen.
Going to keep it and run.
Oh,
Gets it up to about the 30.
Nice
9 on the
10-yard,
play.
yeah, 9-10-yard gain.
Beat 30.
He had a receiver out here right as he first started rolling. I think he could have thrown it up to the 35 if
Yeah,
he'd let it go immediately.
Yeah, if he
But then once he took 2 more steps, it was closed off to him.
third down and long.
It may have been number 6, Reed Holloway, that was out
I
there.
think it was Reed.
So that's 2 freshmen with the last name Holloway getting
Two
some
cousins,
time
yeah.
out there, right? First cousins.
Yeah, got Braxton.
One of them's the brother of Case.
Yeah, Cannon's Casey's brother. Got Brax Cheatham in single coverage out here to the right. We want to take a shot
With no
Cheatham.
safety over the top.
Delay in the
Yeah.
play.
Coach Cheatham
Oh,
taking
timeout.
Yeah, we let the clock run down to 0. Had to take a timeout.
Heads up time out there. You don't take another penalty.
So, Bubba, it seemed like we had, what'd you say, James, 280 people watching at one time?
Can you swap to analytics real fast? So that tab back. We're at 324 right now.
324. That's a high game.
And we actually had
That's
a
big
peak
deal for us.
earlier. Here, can you go over to that peak right there? No, it's 291. 356 is our peak right now, which was not too long ago. So only about.
That's a big number. Normally we're hitting about 175 on a typical Friday night. So
Big ball game.
that's quite a bit. I mean, you got 2 top 10 teams in the state going at it. So people starting to find out it's online and tune in.
Then everybody watches it again tomorrow, right? Then it goes
Yeah,
to
my
the-
instructions are to not let it be playbackable after the
go.
game. So I got to make sure that I do that.
Oh, probably need to make
I
sure
gotta
of that.
go.
There's going to be
Good
some
reminder.
upset parents about that.
I got to go in and unlist it. That's been the request. So I'm not sure I did that for Gilmer last week. It is pretty amazing though.
Uh-oh.
They're-
he's gonna
Halfback
throw it.
pass,
Screen it,
Bourne looking to
screen
throw.
it.
Oh, gets hit hard. They blow it dead before he throws it away.
Well, they sniffed that one out, didn't they?
Little trickery there. So
We had some guys open. Bring up 4th down. It
Think about
does. We're going to have to
6
kick the
yard
football.
loss on the play, so it's
Punt it
fourth
away.
down and 23.
Not many plays
this
in the
is
playbook
this
for
is
that.
giving the field's going to get flipped here. I mean, shy of an incredible punt. Ravens going to have it inside the 50.
Good kick.
And he gets a good kick.
Let's see, where does it land? 40, 50, 50-yard line.
Nice play by Conrad Head. Got pushed down, got up, and made the tackle.
For
Nice effort there.
North Oconee up 42-0 on Dalton after Dalton gets blasted last week by North Murray.
Yeah, I told
been
you
a shocker.
today.
Yeah, North Murray. put it
North
on.
Oconee's, they've been in the top 4 of the last 2 years.
They're not
Dalton
used to
didn't
seeing
want
Dalton
much.
getting beat by North Murrays of the world.
For those of you on the radio right now, we're at 2:08 left on our time with the Rebels at winning 21-7, first down on 10 with who's possession right now?
Rabun County, good field position at the 49, Fannin's 49-yard line.
And we're back to number 1 in their quarterback, so Lake Evans.
Braden Taylor shoots another gap. Makes
Braden
another
Taylor is
tackle.
just having a massive game tonight.
Yes, he is. Raven taking their time in the huddle. Kind of in survival mode now.
Flip-flop the tackles.
Quarterback's going to keep it and go nowhere again. It's
I
hosting
mean,
back
they're
tackles.
just opening up now and coming for the quarterback. They're not giving them any
Braden
respect
Taylor
that they
again.
might pass the ball.
You don't have to guess at this point.
Fans, make some noise. It's third down.
So they had what, 3.5 practices to try to come up with a plan after the quarterback got hurt. What point in the game last week did he get hurt?
It was in the fourth quarter. I
In the
believe,
fourth
when he got
quarter.
hurt.
So.
Going to go trips right. That's the only thing they do different is try to spread out the formation.
Raven County's going to call timeout. The play clock was down to a second, so he called his timeout.
39 seconds right left in the third quarter.
That is one nice breeze.
So one thing we're going to try to do is we're getting this Jumbotron, we got to think about our content that gets put up there. So the system we're streaming with, we have replay capability built into it. So we're going to need to set this system up in a classroom and play with the replay to see how that works and what you've got to click to make that happen so that we can queue up a replay. How cool would it be on that run of Carson Collis if we threw that play up on the big board after the play?
Salt on the wounds.
Right? I mean, putting replay up is one of the things that we really want to be able to do. And there's actually on Wirecast over here, there's a replay button. So I think it's going to take a clever kid like James and Will Hood over here to hook this up and play with this and say, what happens if I hit replay? What happens?
They can do it.
I've been afraid to do it on a live broadcast. I might do something wrong and shut the whole thing down.
Yeah.
Shut everything down. Jet sweep action. Quarterback
Uh-oh.
finally gets free. Got
Finally.
first down.
Finally down
That's
on the
number 15,
35
Reed
to
Giles.
34.
Since that long 30-yard run in the first quarter, that's the longest run they have had. That was about 15 yards.
That may be their only first down since then, isn't it?
Oh, that's entirely possible. It very well could be their only first down since
Other
then.
than maybe a penalty.
But like I said, we're only up 14. We can't play with them. Need to put them away.
No relaxing.
They kind of flash faked the jet sweep there and got Fannin moving to one side and quarterback kept it. Gonna do the same thing again. Picks up a couple yards before he's stacked up in there. Into the third quarter. Fannin takes a 2-score lead into the fourth.
Okay.
I'll take a second here to give a shout out to the sponsors of Rebel Radio and Rebel TV.
It's
It's the light show.
The light show.
light show time.
Everybody get your phone out.
Rabun County fans are fired up about it.
It's the most fun they've had all night.
You know what a difference. It wasn't that long ago. If the lights went out, it took about 10 minutes for them to come back on, right?
LED has changed the world, right?
Shout out to our sponsors, Kevin Painter Insurance, Piedmont Bank, Old Toccoa Farm, our premier sponsors with their logos at the bottom of the screen. Other sponsors include Mercier Orchards, Zoo Groovy, Tri-State EMC, Brotherhood Oil, Empty Stocking Program. I do want to say something about Empty Stocking Program. The Empty Stocking Thrift Store over by Pizza Hut in the shopping center there. Kevin Cochran, our IT guy at the school, he and his family do an outstanding job. Every dollar they make at that goes into the kids of the community. 100% of everything they make goes right back into the school, and I really appreciate Kevin and what he does through Empty Stocking Program. So if you're looking to donate some stuff, if you take it there, I know whatever they get out of that is going into the kids of Fannin County directly. Kiwanis of Blue Ridge, and they also do a lot to support the kids in the community. Steve Tucker has been one of our long-term sponsors with Remax Town and Country. I think he was one of my very first sponsors, ETC Security. Blue Ridge Medical. Blue Ridge Medical is the old Fannin Regional Hospital. It's now Blue Ridge Medical. They're on board with us. Piedmont Bank, United Community Bank, Fannin County Development Authority, Fannin County Chamber of Commerce, the Trailer Drive-In. The trailer swaps us out biscuits when they're doing stuff. And then Rob Kaser with the Keller Williams Realty Group. And thanks to every one of our sponsors.
And a big shout out to our fourth quarter sponsor, Pruitt Health. Thank you to Brad Watkins and those guys at Pruitt Health. 2nd down and 9 for the Wildcats as we start the fourth quarter.
It's time to play a little defense here now. Let's get a stop and put them in 3rd and long.
Yeah, let's not give them any momentum. Quarterback's going to throw it out to a receiver. First pass completion. Gets a couple of yards maybe. Gets up to the 30.
So that's a good stop. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. So this is a big down. They're by far in 4-down territory here, but 3rd and 7 is a good position for Fannin to be in right now.
Yeah. Definitely they'll go for it.
Oh, they'll definitely, whatever the down and distance is, they will not punt the ball away here.
No. I look for Coach Turner to dial it up here. Empty backfield. Quarterback's going to keep it. Little quarterback draw. He's got some speed.
He gets the first down.
Nasty.
He gets the first down.
That must have not felt good.
You watch this kid in the White County film, man. He
gains
catches
8 yards.
He catches a little hitch route, and I don't know, 60, 70 yards. He's breaking tackles. He's a good athlete.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate that he's been put into this awkward quarterback role where he's not been practicing and stuff. Probably 2-3 weeks from now, he's going to be a whole different person back there.
Yeah.
But he just hasn't had enough time. He's clearly a good athlete.
Center hasn't helped him a whole lot tonight.
There's been a lot of quick snaps and struggles on that front. But you almost have to expect it because they've just not practiced it.
Yeah, it's hard to make it up that short of time.
There's a reason teams come in all summer and snap the ball to each other and do all those things. So
this is the reason you need a backup cue, man. You never know when a guy can go down. And we've had our share of injuries in the past to fight through. It's just part of the game. And single A, double A, triple A football, it's hard, man. You just don't have,
Well, we're one of the largest schools in single A, and we have 830 students right now, roughly 830 students.
Little give to number 1, the running back, runs into the back of his receiver.
Flag in the backfield.
Could be a holding call.
You would
block
think
in
so.
the back. It's going to be holding against Rabun.
And Lake Evans is coming up a little bit gimp. He's trying to shake it off there. I thought he might be heading to the sidelines. But
1 and 15 have taken a lot of hits tonight.
That's
for sure.
And multiple hits on one play, so they're hard to bring down.
Yeah.
And when you're hard to bring down in the middle, that means probably 3 people hit you pretty hard.
Yeah, exactly.
What do they got? Eddie Second and 16.
Second and about.
16.
Yep. That's hard to overcome with what they have to choose from.
Going to throw it.
Going to throw it. He's open. He is open.
Oh,
Broken up.
That is an outstanding play there.
perfect.
Conrad Head breaks it up at the last minute.
Nice play.
He was
by
beat
Conrad
and he
Head.
recovered.
He
We're
recovered.
putting that in the
speed and he
highlights
recovered.
video.
That football hung in the air a little
He
too long.
absolutely ripped that ball out right there. So, outstanding play by Conrad Head, and that had us fooled. I mean, we were beat.
Yeah, they did. He knew they would take that shot at some point, right?
Oh, yeah. Nice play. Did just what the coaches taught him right through the ball when it got to the guy.
Exactly.
If he makes one more step with that.
Yeah, one more step. The ball just had a little too much air under it.
They're being really slow getting out. He's going to have to call another timeout.
That's it.
Yes.
Timeout, Raven County.
That's his last time out.
Yeah, but he's had to use them all mixed up in the huddle.
And most of them have been on the play clock issue. They just,
Yeah. Just
and
getting
without,
them in
without
and
your
out
starting
the huddle.
quarterback, you can expect there's a struggle. It's just a struggle.
Yeah, getting guys lined up in and out of the huddle makes it tough.
So while we're in break, can you explain where the Jumbotron is going?
All right. So the Jumbotron, if you look toward the end zone down there, there's a police car sitting behind the goalpost to the right. It's not going to be on the field. It's going to be outside the fence, James.
See it.
So it'll be behind the goalpost facing toward the center of the field. So if you look right toward that police car, the Jumbotron's going to be sitting in your vision.
Yeah, that's a perfect
Is it
area.
going to be slightly
angle.
angled?
It's going to be
that side?
slightly angled toward us. Not a ton. It's
Well,
sort
we
of
were-
difficult if you're in the visiting stands. That little storage building over there blocks the view of the Jumbotron for the last section of bleachers.
Gilmer County, if you're in the visitor stand, you can't see the Jumbotron.
When we were out there, that's what Dr. Ramsey was saying.
Brutal. 15 Giles going to keep it barrels ahead.
He said their Jumbotron was on the other side of the field facing directly toward the home
It is.
side. So
Yeah,
which
you
meant
couldn't see
the
it all
coach on the field couldn't
have
see
to-
what the clock said.
You have to stand up in the bleachers and lean out to even see a portion of it. So
Man.
it's brutal for coaches.
It's an interesting choice.
It is.
Rebel fans, make some noise.
So I think that's a good place for it. You just barely have to turn your head. You'll be able to see it. Essentially what we have right now, right?
Yeah.
But with a much bigger scoreboard.
The one at Gilmer was awful.
4th and about 13. Quarterback's going to keep it again, fights ahead, gets back to about the original line of scrimmage.
Tackle made by Scotty Waldrop, number 15.
Fannin takes over.
Now that we got
on
in
down.
Fannin County football.
And for those of you on the radio, we're at 9:27 left on the clock with Fannin leading 21-7. We're on a first down 10 with Fannin in possession. Or is it Rabun?
It's Fannin. Ball just got turned over.
Gotcha.
Should get a big dose of Callahan here, shouldn't you, Eddie?
You'll get a big dose of Callahan out of
Rabun's done a really nice job. Between the tackles, they are stout.
Yeah, they are.
They are
They're
playing
tough
really
out there.
solid defense. We've had a couple of big plays, breaking some tackles, but anything in between the tackles, it's been tough go.
Yeah.
Number 4, one of
They're
the
missing
good.
the star of their show. Oh, he's running. He's not going down.
Got some room around the left side, out of bounds, up close to the 40.
Nice block by Weaver downfield.
Nice block.
Pick him up an extra 15 yards on that. Excellent block.
It's a big run. Sullivan's had a couple of big runs. Carson Callahan has. And, that's really been the strength of our offense. And everything I've watched us play this year, we got the ability to throw the ball downfield, but we're establishing the run in every game that we've done.
Judah Wood with a carry. Judah's a pretty good football player, good athlete.
Yeah. We're definitely a run-first team, but we do have that ability to get the ball down the field and throw when we need to, throw the screens.
Got a player with a cramp.
We've not seen if this is a cramp. This is our first one tonight. So
Yeah,
temperature's cooling off a little bit. Easier to stay hydrated.
I don't think he may not have. Yeah, hopefully he's got a cramp.
He's walking on.
Second and 10, Eddie. What would you do here?
Hell, I'd run it again.
I agree with you.
I'd get that thing to 25 on that little counter play we run so good. Got born in at that fullback spot.
We've blown it yet? No, I guess we're waiting on us. We're running the clock down.
Cheatham's running the clock down to 10 seconds.
6, 5.
Callahan on the carry. He's got some running
he's
room
running.
out to the left. Nice open
Nice
field
tackle out there.
Yeah, 10 with a good tackle.
This is number 10, Clayton Blaylock. He
Looked
did
like
a really nice job.
Looked like Callahan was going to be running for a while.
And Callahan got 4 yards, so 3 yards, 3rd down and 7. This might be 4-down territory for us here too. I mean, we're going to be, if we get 5, we're going to be down at the 35. So
It looks like Coach Cheatham and Woodall going to run the clock down to about 10 seconds every play.
yeah, up 2 scores with Rabun having very little offense, just milk.
Yeah. Sullivan looking to throw the screen.
Ooh, made it. But
if it had been complete, it had been a 2-yard loss.
Yeah,
so
it's best to let that one hit the ground. They
Yeah.
got pressure up in Sullivan's face right out of the
yeah,
bat.
and that's number 1, Lake Evans, coming in there applying the pressure, and he's really played a role for Rabun. I know it's a tough go, splitting time at
He's played a lot
quarterback.
of snaps.
He's been out on the field the whole time, and he's really giving it his all out there. That is 100% for sure. Shout out to him.
Sullivan going to quick kick it
low
out of there.
punt.
Get out of bounds.
Oh, just
Needed a
bent
bounce
the wrong
left.
way. Bent the wrong way.
Bobby, you were
Cuts
talking
back.
about the Blaylock kid. I got a friend of mine, Chris Blaylock. His kid got called up a couple weeks ago, and he gets to pitch in Yankee Stadium tomorrow night.
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Who are they playing?
I think he was with Boston and he got traded, and I think he's with Colorado right now.
So Colorado's playing the Yankees tomorrow. Those
But
guys
that's
work
his
so
second,
hard and they
that's
can
his
get
second
lost.
start, in his career. Gets to go to Yankee Stadium.
Wow.
It's a great place to go pitch a game, right?
I'd got a text from my sister-in-law. She's a big Florida State fan. She says, Mancuso from Union County is ready to take it to Tech tomorrow.
Mancuso.
Yeah, he
Is he
played.
at Florida State?
Yes.
No, you're talking about the tight end.
What's his name?
If you hadn't said Mancuso, I could tell you. Kyle Morlock. I saw he made the Mackey Awards list
Did he?
for tight ends, yeah.
Well, there's one thing for sure. Florida State tomorrow will be covered up with 4- and 5-star athletes.
No doubt.
And Georgia Tech will not. I think they signed or got a commitment. They hadn't signed. They got a commitment from their first 5-star athlete ever.
There you go.
And is a offensive lineman, a Petty kid. But the rumor is that kid's name, image, and likeness deal with Tech is worth $800,000 a year.
How about that?
Not bad, right?
$800,000. So he is a high school kid.
I'm interested to see what
What's
Juju
the penalty
Smith
here?
gets coming out of Carrollton.
Pretty big penalty.
Personal foul.
Anybody
penalty.
see it's got to be a personal foul.
Let's see this.
Boo.
No,
I've not brushed up on the rules, but GHSA is there's some stuff that's now possible for high school kids and name, image, likeness as well. I don't think we have anybody getting $800,000 yet, though.
I don't think so.
Nice
15
job.
with another-
Perfect tackle. One.
And Noah Burnett came in there and put that initial pressure that caused him to cut right into the teeth of the defense.
I think if I'm number 15, I'd start calling plays in the huddle myself. Be like somebody else can carry this thing between the tackles.
Those of you on the radio, we'll do a quick radio check-in. 7:30 left on the clock with the Rebels still ahead, 21-7. We're on 2nd down and 11 with Rabun in possession.
Evans going to keep it.
Oh!
Same thing happens again.
Wah, wah,
Braden
wah.
Taylor has just been outstanding tonight.
Yeah, Zanny.
Just running through gaps, baby.
Rebel fans, make some noise.
Making tackles deep in the backfield. That's probably, 6 tackles for loss or so?
Yeah, the defensive stats are going to be off the chart.
Yeah.
Rabun might not have 100 yards.
Yeah, number 1, I think
They'd be lucky to have 100 yards.
We got 37 on the first drive and the 15-yard run out here.
Then all the TFLs. Been a long night for these guys. And a long ride back across the mountain. Same play again. 15, right over left guard, back to the original line of scrimmage, 4th and long.
4th and 10.
CJ Reese.
What's he do here?
He's going to send the punt team out.
Yeah, you just punt
Make
it.
some noise for the defense.
So we got Brax Cheatham going back.
I like to see Brax
Long
take
with
one
Sullivan.
to the house.
He took a kick return at Gilmer last week to the house. Showed a lot of athletic ability playing safety last week, too.
Yes. High, short kick towards Sullivan. They're going to let it roll.
Nice roll.
Just get out of the way there, Lawson. Don't need to take any hits in a 14-point lead game.
Home health and hospice.
So what's in store for Fannin next week?
Union County, who took it on the chin tonight against Gilmer.
That a home or away game.
It's an away game.
It's at Union. And if you've not been up to Union to film before, James, there is not much space at Union County for the film crew.
Oh, yeah.
Basically, you can be in the box with our coaches,
Yep.
And that's it.
and that's it.
That's it.
Or you set up in the bleachers at the top. So it is a
Yeah.
very tight space there.
It depends. Is it going to be raining that night? Either one's not a great option.
Well, if you get in the box with the coaches, we don't run audio. So if you're listening next week and there's no audio and you start sending texts, most likely
Callahan bounced it around outside.
it's because our camera's in with the coaches and we just can't play that audio where we learn all their trade secrets.
Yeah, nothing good happens in audio in a coach's box,
We
I
got
promise.
2 flags in the backfield. Let's see. So Union lost their quarterback for the year.
Yeah,
also.
Personal foul.
Personal foul against the Rebels.
they
And
did. They
against the other
started.
team, offsetting penalties.
They started a freshman tonight at Gilmer County, and that's a tough. From what I understand, he played as well as a young guy can. I think Gilmer running that wing tee, from the reports I got, just possessed the ball and scored a bunch.
All right, they had both of them dead ball fouls. Must have been because they gave us the yardage. They gave us the 8 yards.
Yeah, it was definitely after the play was
So
over.
we got it fullback.
2nd and 3.
Can't see. Callahan straight ahead for
And
a
he got the
first down.
first.
Archie Callahan. He picks up.
You can basically just about run this clock out.
We'll
from
take a
there.
first down.
Another first down will about do it. Rabun has
I
no
think it was
timeouts
Cooper
left.
Bourne back there.
I
at
think it
fullback.
was Bourne at fullback.
They played Cooper some last week at fullback. They also played C.J. Reese some at fullback last week.
One more non-region game, Andy, and then we'll get into
So
Region play
even though
here.
this is non-region, Rabun's a single A school, right?
They are.
And
They
so
are
and
single.
so's Union, and
Yes.
they're in the same region.
Union's double A.
Oh, Union's double A.
Yeah, Union's.
That's right. We moved down and they did not.
They did not.
Bubba, the playoffs are a little different this year. I think if you win your region, you're guaranteed a spot. But now the private schools have their own.
Yeah, they're going to be
playoff.
moved out. So no more going out and playing the first round against a private school out of North Atlanta.
But your seeding depends on your ranking.
It's all ranked.
A ranking based on whose rank.
Rank on opponents wins, opponents wins.
So there's some
It's
sort
just-
of mathematical
there's
formula.
a
It's not a group of sports writers ranking kids.
No, this is a good win for us beating a top 10 ranked team here, and it helps.
Oh, dropped it.
But it's a straight 1 through 32
Throw it
ranking.
out of bounds.
It's not a one plays 4, 2 plays
Should've
8
thrown
deal.
it.
There is no grounding anymore. You just got to throw it out of bounds.
Just throw it.
So it doesn't have to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That I don't know. I just know you can ground the ball now.
But you can't just throw it in at your feet.
It's got to be at the line of scrimmage, but you can ground it at any time.
That's a good question, Bubba. I do not know the answer to that. But he could have sailed it up in the stands.
Right.
As long as it crosses line of scrimmage, doesn't have to be inbounds. As long as it crosses the line of scrimmage somewhere, it's good.
It doesn't have to be toward a receiver.
Oh, big hole.
Oh, perfect.
Sullivan in open territory, drug down.
You
at
saw him
about
put
the
both
40.
hands on that ball at the end, too.
You can run this clock on out of here now.
We needed that first down bad.
Yeah, that should be the ball game, Eddie.
Yeah, 3 minutes left. They'll start this clock. 40 seconds a pop. You can.
So we got Union last week. We've lost 2 in a row to Union. We lost up there a couple of years ago, and we lost here. We got spanked pretty bad here last year.
Yeah, the big Raider kid.
Now, they've
run
lost
for
a
bunch
lot of
yards.
kids. They had a big graduation, didn't they, Eddie?
Yeah, lost some kids. They're kind of young. Lost their starting quarterback.
Union has
Start
always
from
been a
scratch.
very competitive game with Fannin.
It is.
Every sport. Doesn't matter what the sport is, that's a very competitive game.
Callahan goes in at right guard.
Still running.
Oh,
Pops
he's
out of there.
He's not going down.
He's going to score.
Run into that end zone.
Another touchdown
Oh,
for
my
25. Nice run.
Oh, my goodness.
Have a night, kid. Have a night.
Oh, my goodness.
Mercy.
I mean, he is a highlight reel himself
Yes.
tonight.
I got a good angle
That
of
is
it.
yards after contact. Isn't that how they rank the college quarterbacks or running backs for the NFL? How many yards after contact? And
He's got a bump.
Goodness.
I'd be fine with watching him. sit
James,
on the
did you
bench.
get good video of that?
I got
Were you-
pretty good video
were you
of it.
Zoomed in on that?
I was directly
You didn't
zoomed
get
in on
fooled?
him. He looked amazing. Gonna do it one more.
Ponton
Point
with
attempt is
another
good,
point.
as always.
That should wrap it up, Eddie.
Yeah.
Should do it.
Yeah.
You know, last year up here, Bubba, they called timeout and went for 2 at the end of the ball game to try to get 50.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Union did.
Union did.
Union did. That's not a very nice thing to do.
You always got to play them the next year. It's not a good thing to do.
Nah, yeah, I've heard several people bring it up. I haven't heard the players or the coaches talk about it, but
I'm
there's
sure
several
People
fans,
remember that.
there's
People
several
remember
fans
that.
that wasn't happy about it.
People definitely remember that.
Coach Cheatham may empty the bench here some. Get some young guys some PT.
Now would be a great time to try some more experimental plays. I mean, that's really the best way I can say them.
Be a good
I hear
time
you.
to keep those in the bag and save them for when
Good
you
time
need
to
them.
Let's hold on to them.
Make 3 or 4 stops and go home.
Yeah, we'll hold on to those. 19 on a return for Rabun.
Oh, he's
Runs
not
in
going
his own
down.
Guys, reverses field, finally brought down. Flag on the play.
Face mask.
Reed Holloway.
Got to be a hole, blocking the back, face mask.
Got a player down
That's
here.
Conrad Head.
Yeah.
It's got
That's not good.
Conrad shaking up. He's coming off on his own.
nursing a shoulder, maybe.
looks like. Yeah.
Conrad's a good, tough kid, too.
Yeah.
I enjoy watching him play.
Penalty flag. Holding against the Wildcats. Back up 10 yards, so it's going to be 1st and 10 from about the 25.
We got a good win tonight, fellas.
Block in the back, not holding.
Well, maybe I missed. Looked like he did that, but
They're very similar.
we still got plenty to clean up too.
There's
Clean
quite a
up
bit
some-
to clean up.
Yes, sir.
The fumbles are a concern. If this is a close game, that could have actually been the difference, and early on it was the difference. The personal fouls, coach is going to have to work on that. Those are very, very costly. It didn't hurt them tonight, but it easily could have cost them a game.
Nice
Wow,
play.
that is beautiful. Scotty Waldrop, I mean, he was closing fast from the outside edge.
Not sure if
That's
Braden
2 big
Walker or
plays he's
Brody
done.
Burnett's in over there at corner. I can't tell the 18 from the 16.
That's
Over
an
at the far
18.
corner.
That is 18.
That
So
would
that's
be
Braden Walker.
My binoculars say 18s if you trust my eyes. Conrad's out, Walker's in for him. Hope Conrad's okay. Hope it's just a stinger. Same thing again for Rabun. Little running back gets a corner.
He's quick. He's
Stays
quick.
on his feet. He's got a 1st down.
Braden Taylor on the stop.
I'd say Braden and who else? Cooper Bourne. They've got a truckload of tackles.
Yes,
Absolutely.
truckload.
Man, just a reminder, no one will be allowed on the field until both teams have left the field. Thank you.
58 seconds left. Clock's running.
It's our final check for the night. 50 seconds. Rebels are ahead 28-7. We're at a 1st down with Rabun in possession.
They ain't gonna get it off.
Yeah. Unless they do
Well, the referees didn't want to stop the clock, so.
flag.
On the play. 15 gets around the side for another 1st down. It's going to be a
Another
penalty.
Cooper Bourne tackle.
And why would you throw a penalty flag at the end of the game? Just let it run out, bro.
Eddie, y'all got rec ball tomorrow?
Got some guys going up play jamborees at Lumpkin and jamborees over at Chestatee. Good luck to those guys. And we'll kick off the weekend after Labor Day. We'll start our season.
Here
How about
the high
your
school?
girls?
We'll be hosting here that weekend, yeah.
How about your girls flag football?
Girls flag traveling to Towns and Union.
So everybody's on the road this
Everybody's
weekend.
on the road this weekend. We'll host some
I do
tackle
know the
football
track,
weekend.
the cross country has a big event down in Pickens County tomorrow. They have their Super Bowl at the first of the year.
There you go.
They have a big track.
Everybody
meet
gets
down
together
there.
and runs
yeah.
3 miles.
Just get it
Everybody
over
gets
with.
together. You get all your private schools up there.
Please pick up your trash.
That's one of the things they're going to try to put in over here on all this property when they build this new facility is to put in a cross-country track to run.
It'd be brutal too, wouldn't it?
If they cut a path straight to the top of that hill, it's really be brutal.
Even if they started here and ran to the top of the hill, it would be brutal. I'm talking about in the lower area.
That's true. It's true.
15 going to take another snap, try to get around the left end, get some
Drag
running
it
room.
down. That should be the ball game.
That should do it.
Cheatham makes a stop.
Brax Cheatham comes up, stops it. Fannin going to go.
That may be the last snap of the night right there.
Going to go to 2-0.
Bubba, thank you.
Yep.
Well,
Guys, I appreciate it. We hate Kevin wasn't able to be with us, but he was sending us text messages the whole time. We wish you speedy recovery, Kevin. You get back up here doing your thing, but I appreciate you guys letting me sit in here with you tonight. James, thanks for running the camera. Will Hood, Perry, thanks for all you're doing with the engineering group. Carnacio down running the end zone camera, and Graham Maloof down there getting some highlight stuff. I'm going to be excited to see what he comes up with. So
Everybody travel up to Blairsville, up 5:15 for another 5:15 showdown here. Rebels will take on Union County at 7:30 next week.
you guys have a great weekend. Make sure you tune in at noon tomorrow when my Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets take on Florida State.
I'm just ready to watch football. I don't care
Me
who's
too.
playing.
Week 0.
Okay,
you guys have a great weekend out there. Thanks for listening to 92.7 WXFC Rebel Radio and tuning in to Fannin Rebel TV.
This is Fannin Rebel TV signing off.